Don't have anything yet.
A lot of charity stuff coming up, guys. It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be awesome.
May and June, a lot of
here.
charity
Phenomenal.
stuff. Mm-hmm.
You know what else is gonna be awesome? Session 1!
True!
Yeah.
This...
And you want to know why it's gonna be so hyped? Because we're starting right now.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh, it's Persona time. So let's all dial in and take a deep breath as we're going to launch into session 1 right now. So, welcome one, welcome all to the supercontinent of Atrios, a beautiful land home to 4 very different kingdoms that share a bond of continued peace. The 4 kingdoms in this time of peace, Osca, Efrance, Shinami, and Zested, all established a neutral zone officers academy known throughout this land as a NOACEP, Atrios' neutral officers academy for everyone's continued peace. Most notably in this land, there is no magic. Most battles are fought, just standard, swords, shields, bows, arrows. However, in the absence of magic in this land, technology of different kinds have blossomed. Focusing in, our story today takes place in the area known to all as the NZ, which is short for the Neutral Zone, where the young and upcoming nobles of tomorrow gather from each country looking to sharpen and hone their respective skills to ensure the prosperous future of their kingdoms for days to come. As we take a closer look into the NZ, it's so nice and easy to take in the nice breeze from the summer's day as the inhabitants of the academic city from all over the supercontinent look in on this particular day when a new school year begins at the Neutral Officers Academy. The date currently, and I'm only using our regular calendar because I really didn't want to make my own, it's August 3rd, 10:33. Each start to the new year, there is an unofficial parade, a stream, really, of noble carts, people riding majestic horses, moving swiftly into the academy proper, breathing new life into it. And all of these people that are in these carts, all of these higher-born nobles riding through the streets, are all mentally preparing themselves, yourselves, for the welcome by the headmistress and the acting student council president. And as you are all participating in this parade of people watching on, people cheering as they're setting up their shops for the new school year, they're setting up their city to welcome in all of these new guests, you all come upon an ornately decorated castle academy. And there are very clear inspirations from each 4 major nation trickled in, as well as some of their own individual inspirations from being almost its own separate superpower on the supercontinent. The designs of the academy are very clearly on the older side, as the academy was established over 300 years prior, meaning that this current school year is the 300-year celebration of the establishment of the Neutral Zone Academy, which has brought some more pomp and circumstance to this unofficial parade. However, amongst the parade, there is an incoming first-year student sitting all alone in his cart as his driver, he's a sullen man, a little on the older side, but not so old that he's ancient, but he looks more reluctant, but he is pretty well dressed, driving kind of a drab carriage. And he stops far outside of the academy entrance where a lot of the other students are being dropped off, and he knocks on the side of the carriage. All right, you can get out of here. And Cyrus, would you like to introduce your character?
Oh god, I'm nervous.
Let's go!
How should I go about this?
So you can introduce yourself. What's your character's name? What does your
Okay.
character look like? And what are you doing?
Cool. My character's name is Cyrus Blackwood. I am an averaged height individual, at about 5'10" by Earth standards. Simple appearance. I have black hair. I'm not the buffest out there, but I am you know, I stand tall, back straight, and have a defined enough body. And I'm attempting to learn more about the world and just get a better grasp on what's outside my kingdom of Shinami.
Okay. So as you step out of your cart and you look up to your driver, his name is Jax. He gives you a head nod as you get out, and he says, "Academy's over there. My job is done here. Good day to you, sir."
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah. And he clicks his carriage and he starts to drive away, sort of like cutting off other carts and carriages and horses that are coming in, and he starts to make his way out of the city. And you are now on foot. There is a very clear stream of people heading into the center of the academy, seemingly going to the assembly hall, as Ferdinand had told you. That's likely where your first stop is going to be when you get to the academy.
Mm.
What are you doing?
I will. I'm going to stick true and just head to my first stop along the way to the academy. Not going to do too much exploration at the moment. Just going
Okay.
to stick to it.
Okay. So as you begin walking, there are a lot of people. There is a lot of people cheering outside, welcoming you, saying hello, trying to get your attention, trying to pull you away, trying to give you like free food or a free drink, and telling you like, "Come to my shop. We're the Brew Bros. We can give you 10% discount. All students. Yeah, come on, come on, come on." And they're trying to pull you away, but your singular focus is currently on your destination. And as you get closer to the entrance of this very ornately decorated castle academy, you hear somebody behind you, probably like 30 or so feet back. You hear a woman's voice as she yells out, "Watch out there, dearie! Oh, you're right in my path!" And you turn, and as you're looking to address somebody calling out to you, you see as this horse is now rearing up into your face as she's pulling back the reins on this cart, trying not to hit you. How are you reacting to this?
Admittedly a little startled, but I'm going to do my best to step as far out of the way as possible to avoid getting trampled by said horse.
Okay, let's we'll have our first roll of this campaign. Make an
Let's go.
athletics or acrobatics and see how well you can stay on your feet.
Let's
Okay.
go.
I just click on athletics then or acrobatics, right?
Correct.
Cool. A 6.
Yeah, 6 is gonna cut it. You go rearing back, and you go to step out of the path of this horse kind of flying in, and you accidentally trip on the curb and you fall on your butt. kind of hurts the butt, but it wasn't the worst fall. You didn't get hit, so you just got spooked. You just got
Okay.
spooked. The woman hops off of the cart and she begins running at you. She's a little darker tanned skin. She's wearing kind of higher end farmer's clothes. She definitely seems like, the type of person who is consistently in a hurry. And as she approaches you in kind of a huff, the world around you, Cyrus, it starts slowing down. And suddenly she's not moving at all. And then in the next same breath, in that same moment, you realize no one is moving around you. Nothing is moving at all. The sky, even itself, grows a cold, red color of yellow and orange. What are you doing?
I'm confused. I just look around searching to see
Okay.
any sort of indication of what's going on, movement of any kind. Just pure, utter confusion at what's happening, because what is happening?
Yeah. And as you look around, extremely confused at everything that's going on around you, you see in kind of the sea of people that are frozen moving into the central part of the academy, someone is looking at you. A cloaked figure wearing golden colored robes, staring directly at you. And you hear in your mind, Cyrus. A few seconds later, after you hear that, time resumes. And the woman is pulling you off the ground. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And she's brushing you off like, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I was in, I didn't, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It happens. It's very busy and confusing, and I'm not familiar with what's going on here. But just
No, it's completely my fault. Completely. And the door, as she says this, swings open to the car, and out is hopping this very well dressed boy. He's a little older than you, and followed is a girl who looks almost exactly like him. They both have golden hair and are wearing very nice clothing, except their eyes are red for the guy and blue for the girl. And the guy looks down at you. He says, Melinda, is everything okay here? Can we go? We don't have time for this. And the girl looks and says, Brother, it seems that our driver has almost hit somebody. Maybe he shouldn't have been walking in the road. And Melinda kind of looks over at the two and says, I'm so sorry. I was just, I don't know what to do. And the guy kind of walks over and kind of pushes her to the side a little bit and kind of brushes your coat off and says, new student. Just like our youngest brother. Avarif, are you coming? Avarif?
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm coming. I got surprised you said it right. It's huge.
I do that.
This is
Would you
better.
like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Avarav, second prince of Zested. I have a pretty basic kind of look, male. I have green and blue eyes, about 5'11", somewhere around that. 145 pounds, lean and cut, and just a tan with some silver hair. But I'm here joining the academy against the wishes of my original plans, and so here I am.
Okay. As you are hopping out of the carriage to your brother's request, you see that he's kind of brushing off this first year student, much like yourself, as was explained prior. And Artorius looks over at you and says, see, I've already found you a new friend, Avarif. Acquaint yourselves. It'll be helpful for the future. And he gives you a firm slap on the back, Cyrus. And he starts
Well-
walking into the academy.
that's one way to get introduced, I guess.
He's like that. He doesn't really know perception of socialness. Well, how are you? I'm Avaraf.
As good as I can be, considering I just landed on my butt. I'm Cyrus. It's
Hey.
nice to meet you, Avaraf.
Do apologize for that one. It's nice to meet you as well.
It's not your fault. You're your own person. He's his own person, I guess.
It's the first time I've heard that.
All
Well,
right.
we don't have much else to go except to the academy, so why don't you join me?
It's nice to have another first year.
Mm-hmm.
So as you begin walking into the academy proper, into the halls, Avarif, you do catch sight of your butler, Gage Becker, who is carrying some of your belongings, and he kind of gives you a wave and is seemingly heading in a different direction than the assembly hall. Assumingly, he probably already knows where you're staying and is bringing your belongings there.
Cool.
However, both of you go ahead and make perception checks.
Perception checks.
Perception.
Is my browser supposed to lag to hell?
Turn hardware
probably
acceleration
not.
on.
Yeah.
Turn
Turn hardware acceleration on your browser.
Did I just roll a 20?
Yeah, that's a natural 20.
That's a
Oh.
first net
Yeah.
20 of the night.
That's a
Jesus
nat
Christ.
20.
All right.
Uh,
My
22.
first roll and it was a 20. Oh boy.
Jesus Christ.
man.
My God.
Well, let's see if I can match that.
Wait, I use opera. Is that?
Hey,
You also did a
Guys!
20.
Okay.
Oh, we're so
Good stuff.
perceptive.
Let's go.
God.
Jesus.
In the awkward silence of both of you walk, you're both eagerly awaiting to hear anybody calling yourselves. No, that's not happening. But you guys are paying very, very good attention to your surroundings, trying to pick up anything, any people you might know, any new people who might be of interest to you. However, you do hear kind of a distance behind you. As it's getting closer, it's getting louder and louder, and you can hear footsteps running. And Cyrus, you recognize the voice. It's Leo.
Oh God. Leo.
Yeah. And as you are hearing him start to yell your name as he is running up on you, what are you doing? You know he's coming.
I'm going to accept my fate. I'm going to turn around and welcome him with open arms.
Okay, you turn, Avarith. You watch as Cyrus turns around and just kind of opens his arms, and then he just gets fucking bodied by this very taller than him, a bit lankier, thin, silver hair, blue clothes person who just tackles him and is, "Hey buddy, how's it going? Oh my God, it's been so long, like what, 2 weeks?"
I'll let off a
Yep.
small chuckle.
It's only been
Ah.
2 weeks. It certainly has. It's good to see you, Leo.
Yes, you too, Cyrus. Oh, I'm so excited. We're finally here at the Officers Academy. Oh, look at it in all its beauty. And he's gonna like stand up and pull you up off the ground. Oh, look at all of these people. Isn't
Yeah,
it amazing?
There's certainly a lot, but it's certainly a far stretch from home. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
not true. And he takes out this like comb and he starts combing his hair back. You know, maybe I can meet some beautiful women where I'm here too. That might go so well. Maybe Ionos is here. You think she's here?
I am sure she's here.
Whew.
If she wasn't, I'd be shocked.
All right, it's my lucky day. Let's go. Oh, who are you? And he's pointing at you, Avarif.
Hi. I don't also want to be tangled, but I'm Avaraf, Zested.
He gives you a smirk, and he like takes a step over to you, and he grapples you with like one arm and starts to try to give you like a nuggie, just like rubbing your hair, and he's like, "You're a kid, or don't want me to tackle you." Don't worry, I won't do that. Only my best friends. And he's like still trying to like hold on to you.
Well, I hope I don't get to that point.
He lets you go. Well, my name is Leo Shinami, the first prince of the great principality.
Well, it's
Well,
a pleasure
not
to
a-
meet you. Hello.
Not a principality anymore. It's the Holy Kingdom now. But we used to be a principality.
I was
So
going
sorry
to
to
correct
hear
you,
that.
but at least you corrected yourself.
Well, you know, it's been a few hundred years, but it'll be the principality again soon.
You might not want to say that out loud there, buddy.
I'll just
Anyway,
quietly
let's go.
stare.
He starts like walking.
I apologize for Mr. Shinami there. He's a lot, but we've known each other since we were pretty young, and he's reluctantly a very close friend of mine.
That's no worries. I know a thing or two about people being a lot.
Yeah, but he means well. I promise. He's just again a lot. Anyways, I promise I won't be doing any tackling either. You just saw how you just kind of let it happen. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, let's just keep walking. Why don't we?
Let's
Okay.
keep walking. I agree.
So you continue walking through these like very ornately decorated, and you can tell that the halls are very well maintained. It's very almost rustic, but like a chic rustic, where it's just beautiful to look at. Beautiful paintings, murals all along the walls, very large panes of glass just fill this kind of open walkway that you're going through to the assembly hall. And you arrive, and you see standing at the doorway, Avarif, is Artorias and Artoria. They are standing there, and they finally spot you and say, first years, go over here. All right? Just wanted to make sure you knew where to go.
Of course, sisters. As I kind of pan away looking at the ground.
Artorias kind of rubs his head, and he's like, if you need anything, remember, I'm always here. And Artoria, as he walks away, just looks over at you and kind of glares a little bit and shakes her head, and she follows him.
I'd like to interject and say audibly enough
Mhm.
for them to hear. Geez, I can tell you really care about him.
There, he's already picking a fight.
Artorias kind of stops walking, and he turns and looks at you and
Can I whisper?
smiles. Yes.
That's the first prince.
I'm aware.
Artorias just kind of starts laughing, and he keeps walking. And Artoria, who also stopped, turns and looks at you, Cyrus. And she walks over to you and gets right in your face. And is just looking at you, just eye to eye. And she just smiles and turns and walks away.
Well,
Yeah,
I can
looks
tell
like
that
you
was
have some new
productive.
enemies.
I wouldn't say enemies, more so I got some new best friends.
So,
Also off topic. Not
Yes.
really. So the pictures that I have, the Torius looks female.
All good.
Is that not
He-
the case?
That's not the case.
Okay. okay.
Artorias is a male and Artoria is
Okay.
a female. They both,
think-
they're twins. They look similar. They have similar
Gotcha,
hairstyles
gotcha,
and
gotcha.
yeah.
Well, I should have said sister and brother than mom, but anyways.
No, it's good. Don't worry, he didn't acknowledge that. So, you make your way into the assembly hall, and you go and stand with the first years. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
As do we still have our like perception, like we're looking around?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, the perception was more or less to figure out if you guys were gonna hear Leo very much
Oh,
coming up on you guys. But if you are looking around, like head on a swivel, like what kind of things are you trying to look for?
I guess gauging the other first years and potential abilities.
Okay. Looking at some of the other first years around you, there are a lot of different types of people, different races of people. Some that you are, familiar with encountering. Others you might not have ever encountered before, like different types of dwarves or bugbears, for instance, or orcs. There's just all different sorts of races and dresses of people, different types of weaponries that they might be skilled with, and different types of just looks about them, different airs about them. As you are both nobles. You've lived a life of meeting new people, dealing with commoners, dealing with some other types of nobles, but you haven't really experienced dealing with people outside of your own country, as you are still young nobles. You still are new to the world stage. So seeing people from different countries, how they look, how they act, how they talk, it's a very culture shock of let's take all of these people from different places and shove them in one room and it's going to work.
Well, Cyrus, looks like we're gonna be learning a lot about some new, well, everything.
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
So,
Cyrus is so optimistic before.
For now.
Nice.
You never know.
as we shift away from our two first years in the assembly hall waiting, back out in the parade of incoming nobles, incoming new students, and perhaps some returning students, as we see a very large Leonin man is driving this beast of a carriage. It's running with no horses in the front, almost by seemingly magic, but in this world, it's technology. It's a steam cart. And there's none like it in the world other than from the country of the Technocratic Alliance of Osca. And it's arriving towards the tail end of the parade, but with enough time to make it to the assembly hall, very much so, before the start of it, the welcoming ceremony. And as you arrive, as they arrive, the carts, the Leonin man stops the cart, clicks it into park, and he gets off, and he opens the door, and he says, "All right. Are you ready? Are you two prepared for another wonderful year?" And the man greeting you is Tiaz Swiftpride, the head guard of Amon. Vel and Strecker, would you like to introduce your characters?
Go for it, sis.
She kind of like starts to step out of the carriage and stretches a bit.
As she does IRL.
Correct, actually.
Actually, factually correct.
Actually, factually, you are staring at a giant 7'1" in Earth terms, 7'1" lioness woman, dressed pretty elegantly, and by elegantly, still enough for a fight. Brother.
And behind her, you see a Leonin male, slightly taller than his sister, seemingly just stepping out of what should have been no one there. He just appears behind her, kind of just cracks his neck a little bit, and they look similar. They look the same. The only real difference that you see is our eyes are different. They're switched, and even though he's towering like over her, behind her, um, he just like doesn't want to be acknowledged. He's there, but he's just watching for her so she can just do whatever she needs to do. And he's just following slowly.
Okay. And as you both step out of the cart, Tiaz is still standing there, and he's. All right, another year, another moment to shine. Aren't you both excited?
I don't know if excitement is the word I would use, but work must be done.
Indeed. And he looks over at you, Sant.
It's good to see you, Tios.
All right, well. And he starts stroking his mane, puffing it up, and giving himself a little more presence. Do not shame your family here. Don't think I forgot what you did last year. And what you did over the break. I'm watching you.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Scent just kind of puffs out his chest a little bit and kind of just looks in his eyes, but is looking past him. I have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Right. Well, I'll report back home that I've delivered you successfully, safe from harm. Until the next time I see you. Farewell! And he hops back on the cart and he starts driving it away. Scent, make a perception check.
Sure. Yep. Dang, I forgot to do this already. There we go.
Dang. Doesn't know even to do D&D anymore.
A 13 is good enough. As you're sort of just kind of standing there with Senna as Tiaz, drives away on the steam cart. You see another carriage arriving sort of behind yours a little bit, and it goes a little ways up, and getting out, you recognize the person getting out of the carriage is Hugo. Stepping out of the carriage and stretching, getting ready, and he starts walking. He doesn't seem to notice you.
I'm just gonna sit and watch him.
Okay. As he's walking, two people approach him. And he looks like he's talking to them. They look like they're sort of almost hanging on every word that he's saying to them. You don't recognize the people that he's talking to. And then he gives them both a nod, and they just both dart off towards the academy.
Okay.
And he starts walking again.
What do you think, sis? I can point him out. And I just told her what I just saw.
Mhm.
Just they seemed like they were in a hurry.
A bit odd, but
A little bit.
summer's changed things.
It's true. Well, what do you want to do?
Well, we can either split up for chaos, because one of us at least has to show face. I am quite intrigued of what he's doing.
Well, I'm lighter on my feet than you. Do you want to go to the assembly and I'll follow them?
I'll show face. You follow.
Sounds good. And he just disappears.
Okay.
He's just gone.
Right. Make a stealth check.
Let's see.
See how well you are gone.
I'm gone.
You are indeed gone.
This big guy's gone.
My fucking god. a
7'3"
19.
lion just disappeared.
Oh my lord. Good lord.
As soon as she says, she'll show face, he just backs off. He's gone. You don't see anything. I love that.
He said, "I'm gonna dip out and grab
Insane.
the milk."
He's like, peace.
Yeah, he's just staying from these people. He's staying probably a good, I'm gonna say 40, 50 feet, just kind of like he
Yeah.
belongs there.
Okay.
Just minding his own business.
Just outside a game question. Vel, on the stream, are you showing perhaps the rolls as they're
I
coming
am
through?
not, but I can.
Okay, that'd be great. Just so
Yeah.
everybody can react along with us, so we're not looking like we're talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, that was no modifiers.
No, yeah, no, that's a straight 19. That
Yeah.
was insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, so you start following Cinna, you are heading directly into the assembly hall then?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely know where to go. You don't take as long to get there as perhaps the R2 first years did, but you do make it in there
Hey, come on now.
nice and easy. No distractions, you just get right in.
Just because I'm short doesn't mean you have to point it out.
She's on business right now, man.
Yeah. She's a tall woman.
She's
She got a long
tall,
stride.
determined woman.
Yep. And you have a seat because you're a second year. You don't have to stand like the first years do. So
Get fucked.
so you walk in and you take your seat. Sense you are following Hugo
Yeah.
as he's taking a different path. He's not going to the assembly hall. Very clearly, he's not going to the assembly hall. He is taking a roundabout way, leading almost to a side tower a little ways away from the assembly hall. You know that it's probably like a 2 or 3 minute walk away. But he does stop outside of kind of the doorway to enter into this tower, and he sits down on a chair for a moment. Are you approaching him? Or are you keeping a safe distance and watching?
I'm gonna watch for just a couple minutes, see if he does anything first.
Okay. So as he's sort of sitting there, a few moments pass and the door opens as you're sort of kind of standing in the shadows and watching. And you see somebody in the doorway. They look over at him and they say, "Ah, Hugo, we were waiting for you to get here. Why didn't you just knock?" And he goes, "Oh, this is my first time here. I didn't know I was supposed to knock." She just kind of shakes her head and says, "Get in here." And he goes in and she goes in and they close the door behind them.
Are there any windows?
There are no windows. You're kind of in a hallway that leads to this like curved and then to a door.
Okay.
It looks like there was just a tower and then they just built a building and just like stuck it onto the side of the curved part of this tower.
Are there any indents around the door that I can kind of just stand next to? That if they were to come out the door, they would not see me.
Yeah, for sure. The door does swing out, so if you were to stand on either side.
Yeah, I'll stand on the side to where when the door opens, I won't be shown.
Okay, yeah, you definitely can. You
I'll just
stand
have
over
my
there.
ear to the. I'll just have my ear to the wall.
Okay. So listening in, make a perception check.
Sure.
13. It's kind of hard to hear. You're trying to listen through stone. You're trying to listen through a thick door. You do hear some conversation, little bits and pieces. What you do hear is that same female voice from before. You hear, "Do you know what happened?" And then Hugo, muffled noises, mobile muffled noises, and then Ionis led the charge, and then some more muffled noises, and then that's not true. It was Show, and then the conversation stops. There was a lot of muffled noises, a lot of just confusion seemingly in the room for all the what you did here. You're not sure what they were even really talking about.
All right. He'll just growl softly just under his breath and just is there a way, instead of going back the way he came, is there a way to kind of loop around the building to go back to the assembly hall without it seeming like he was listening?
There is a doorway a little ways back. You would have to backtrack up the hall a little bit, and then there's a doorway out that leads a different path to the assembly hall. But I mean, it's not like there aren't more students walking around in like
Okay.
the more common areas. So
Yeah, he'll hurriedly
Should be
walk
easy.
back down the hall back the way he
Okay.
came and just kind of just blend back in with the crowd and
Mhm.
go find his sister.
Okay. You can, and you do. You make your way back into the crowds, seemingly slip in, keeping that 19. You're a fucking ghost. Just sliding right on in. You get to your seat and you sit down right next to Cinna.
Why couldn't he? It was nothing important.
Anything at all?
Something about God, I'm not gonna lie, I already forgot. My brain's kind of everywhere.
Leading a
I
charge?
retell exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
retell it.
Yeah. So everything that I just kind of said, Vel, is what he reiterates to you. Okay.
That's that's all I could find really. It wasn't anything really. He said it was his first time there though. So I don't know. Maybe it's a some exclusive club or something.
Exclusive club. The only exclusive club here is the student council. Fuck!
Hugo has some innings with the council, maybe.
Or he's on it. Or he's on it.
Maybe.
But why lead a charge?
Yeah.
The chair next to you moves, and sitting down, taking a breath, leading a charge to this ceremony, aren't we, huh, Sen? And he gives you like an elbow, and you look over, and it's Hugo.
Hey, Hugo. How you doing, friend?
It sure has been a while. Oh man, a few
Yeah.
months, right? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that since we last visited. Yeah.
I really got to thank you again for coming out to my kingdom. It was really nice spending time with you and your sister out there. It was great. Great time.
Yeah, when we found out that it wasn't gonna be roomies with you, yeah, I wanted to have some moments where we were just enjoying ourselves outside of school and
Yeah.
just make it a little more lasting for our friendship, you know?
Well, yeah, and that's sort of what I wanted to tell you about why we're not going to be roommates. I'm moving into the student council dorms. I was elected in the off school year. I don't really know how it works, but I'm on the disciplinary committee. So
Nice.
That's fantastic.
I thought there was like an election, but they kind of just told me that I was elected. So that was confusing, but I'm part of that, I guess, now.
Disciplinary. That's Oh. Well, I wish you the best of luck. If you need like help with anything like an advisory role or anything, I would love to help in some way.
Yeah, I mean, I already have my advisors, but for sure.
Well, I mean more of an unbiased friend, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. that'd be great. My other he like brings up quote committee member, Victor. I think he's like a third or fourth year. He seems like he knows what he's doing. We also got Charlie, Heath, Miles, Cecilia, I think her name was.
Right.
Um,
All right.
we should be good. I'll ask you if I need help for sure.
If you need anything, friend.
Uh, well, I just actually came over here to say hi, say hello to the both of you, my friends.
Yeah, it's
Um,
wonderful. It's wonderful to see you.
Yeah, but I actually can't sit down here. I'm not allowed to anymore. It's part of being part of the upper crust, as Ionos called it. She said, "Don't lower yourselves to their standards." It seemed a little highbrow for my taste.
So Scent will just take his paws, and compared to Hugo's just giant paw, pats him on the back, covering up his entire back,
Yeah, literally.
and just kind of just leans in a little bit and goes, "We'll cheer you from down here, friend," and just kind of gives him a light push up to make him stand up.
Yeah, he gets up and he kind of bows to the both of you.
It's wonderful to see you, man.
A little
Tell Bernie,
improper
hey.
for. Oh, right. Yeah, she's student council as well.
Hmm.
I had a
This is
feeling you'd
the-
at least see her.
Yeah, well, we have a separate box right over there, and he
Mhm.
like points up to where there's like literal box seats where there's just a bunch of different students sitting up in, and you can see Bernie like waving at you, Cinna, just like feverishly, just like waving in your direction, at you.
She
You
waves
just see like an
back.
yeah, you just see like an awkward smile from Scent. Like you just see a tiny fang pop out. He just goes, like, he just waves with like two fingers, just a little like tick, just like.
Senna waves back and looks at Hugo and goes, "If there's an opening in the student council, let me know."
Well, I mean, Sho doesn't have a squire. Ionos doesn't have anybody. So, I mean,
Well, if Sho needs a squire, no one knows their family better than ours.
that's exactly why he picked Zior, I assume. But,
That's
I mean, other than that, I assume if any of the other members don't appreciate their aides, they're a dime a dozen, from what Ionos told me. So, enjoy the ceremony. I'll see you guys soon.
Goodbye, Hugo.
And he trots off, and up into the box you see as Bernie is like shaking him, like talking to him, and you can only assume she's asking what you guys talked about and why she wasn't invited down there to speak with you guys first. Why she didn't think about it in the first place. Assumingly. Probably a safe assumption. But as you're all sitting there and our two first years are standing with the other first years, the beautiful melodic sound of a band begins resonating throughout the hall and through the open airways all the way up through the open roof of the assembly hall. And out from behind this curtained area, the headmistress, Aurelius Clarissime Rune, makes her appearance, commandingly walking to a podium. She has an intense aura, long silver hair, deep red eyes. She's wearing black clothing. And she stops at a podium and looks at everyone. Welcome all, new and returning students, to a new year at the Neutral Officers Academy. As you all may have heard over the break, I, along with your student council, have come to terms with our world leaders to replace our old teaching staff with a new one that will better assist you with all of your future endeavors. I will save you the trouble of a long and drawn out speech, as from years past, as we have come to the conclusion that due to the failure of recent years, this is the best path forward. Our graduates have been mediocre, and this is unacceptable. We have high standards, and to debut you all on the world stage, we need nothing less than ideal people to lead. So, I congratulate you elites on your attendance and welcome you to a new year. Now, please welcome your Student Council President, Sho Asuka, accompanied by the Student Council Vice President, Ionos Valdred Kismet IV.
Ooh, yeah.
While everybody's cheering, I just kind of lean over to Cinna and just kind of mutter in our special language
Mhm.
that we should look into why everyone left. Like why some of the teachers were fine. I don't see why they had to cut everybody. And everyone around them just hears this guttural growling that sounds like absolutely nothing to
Yeah.
them.
It doesn't seem like much people are paying attention anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of people are, yeah, oh,
Let's go, baby.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And Aurelius begins to make her way back to the area that she came from, and she quickly makes her way off the stage. However, as quickly as she does, walking out, you see him, Sho Asuka, the student council president, accompanied by Ionos Valdred Kismet IV. Sho, yes. Sho himself, he's a slender man. He has dark hair.
Slenderman.
Yeah, slender. Light skin. He has light skin. Seemingly, he doesn't go outside very much. He is dressed very, very well, as is his station as the student council president, as well as the prince of the Technocratic Alliance. Ionos, on the other hand, has deep black hair and wears even darker clothes, as though she would just attended a funeral. And she has a light veil over her eyes as she stands just shy a few feet back of Sho as he stands at the podium. And he looks down at all of you. He doesn't say anything immediately. He just stands there in silence. And Ionos takes a step forward and says something to him, and he nods. And he looks out at the crowd. I was told I had to say something. Welcome. I'm Prince Sho Asuka, your student council president. I'm not going to draw this out. We're enacting a new party system for you new first years to group up with older students for your first year only. Don't worry about it. In this first time that you're doing this, you're going to learn the grounds of the academy and the academic city under the tutelage of your seniors. Participation is mandatory. You're not getting out of this. Second years and up. Have a good school year. And he turns around and walks away. And as Sho is walking away, Ionos is still standing there. Her mouth is like wide open, like she's shocked that he just did that. And she steps up to the podium and she's the year officially begins today. Your roommates for you first years in the dorms will be posted outside this hall, as well as your group assignments will be told to you in the morning. Second years and up. He looks over at Sho as he now is walking down the stage and out of the hall. You know what to do. You're dismissed, and she just quickly is running after him. Like, she takes the veil off of her head and is like streaming after him, like in a rage.
Well, it seems like Sho is still a great speaker.
He's a man of few words. I love it.
I thought he said plenty.
Yeah.
So, you are all dismissed from the hall. Cinna and Scent, what are you doing?
What do you want to do, Cinnamon?
Did you... Don't. Do not. Never again.
What?
Ugh. She, like, sticks out her tongue like she just ate something really gross. She's ugh. Ew.
does-
Anyway. Ugh. God. Well,
Just gives her a little wink and just like, all right, what are we doing?
we have one of two options, forgetting that ever happened. We can either figure out who the new teachers are and, you know, butter up to them, or find our way into the student council.
We should also listen to Shaw, though. We should find out what students we're stuck with.
We don't get them until tomorrow. We have at least like 12 hours to do something.
12 hours. We don't sleep. What do you mean?
You
It's
know,
like
cat naps exist, and I like them every so often.
yeah, you got a point.
Plus, our nightlife is a little too busy.
That's true. Catnap first.
Catnip.
She starts
Catnap.
She stands there, contemplates it for a second, and then starts to beeline towards their room.
Yeah, we just start going to our room for like an hour nap. Our
Not
individual
even.
rooms. Yeah,
It's like 30
it's
minutes.
just like a quick nap.
Quick power nap. I like
Yeah.
it. Okay. So Avarith, Cyrus, you are standing in the assembly hall as everyone is dismissed, and you are still standing next to Leo, who seemingly is confused about everything that's happened. He, like you both, has never experienced Show or, well, he's experienced Ionos, but he's never experienced listening to Show before, or Aurelius. He doesn't really know how to react to what happened, but he looks over at you, Cyrus, and he's like, "That was interesting, huh?"
I'm immediately startled. I go, "That's... How'd you even get there?" But yeah, that was certainly something. It's going to be an interesting time at the academy, that's for sure.
Understatements. So Cyrus, we're roommates, right? We're for sure roommates, for
Yeah.
sure.
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, we don't have to wait at all. Let's go! And he like grabs your arm and begins dragging you, whether you go with him or not, out of the assembly hall, just like yanking at you as he goes. Are you going with him reluctantly, willingly?
I feel like if he's dragging me as much as he is, I feel like I can't really break free considering it's Leo. So I'm going to struggle, but it's up to my fate and call out to Avaraf saying, "It was nice to meet you. Don't be a stranger, please. I want friends. That's not just Leo."
What
Bye.
do you mean? I'm the best friend anybody could have.
Yeah, you're my best friend, but only because I'm your only friend.
I'm just gonna smile, chuckle, and wave.
Okay. And what are you doing, Avaref, as you're standing there?
Well, I guess I'm all alone. Not that I guess I'm unused to that. Hmm. I guess I'll go where my butler went last time,
Okay.
hoping that he dumped off my stuff at the right place.
Okay. You're not exactly sure where he went in the academy
Oh,
with your stuff. You do know you were just told the room assignments were going to be posted outside of the hall. So you can try to go find out where your room is to see if Mr. Becker
can I
dropped
find
your
the
stuff off.
cafeteria for food, or is that too out of place?
No, not at all. You want to go find the cafeteria for
I want to go
sure.
find the cafeteria.
Okay.
Should I
When
roll for
so
some?
yeah, so when you walk out of the hall, are you're just ignoring the room assignments in general? Or
Yeah,
you're
fuck
just
that. I want the food.
okay. All right.
I respect it.
I
I
respect it.
love it.
I love it. Okay, excellent. Yeah. So you make your way out of the hall and you see a lot of the first years are like, who am I with? Who am I? Who's my roommate? Where is my room? And you're like, food.
Food.
And you begin to walk. Roll uh you know, you don't really know the grounds of the school. Are you asking anybody for directions, or are you just gonna walk in a direction?
Shit. Um. Hmm. I'll ask someone.
Okay, make a
Um,
persuasion
but
check.
persuasion. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I? Can I intimidate someone?
You want to intimidate them into
Can I-
telling you where
Yeah.
the
I want
cafeteria
to
is?
stare at them, look like I'm starving, and say, "Give me the food."
Yeah, roll intimidation instead of persuasion for
Okay.
sure.
Oh, give me the food. Give me the food. Give me the food. No.
Oh,
Fuck.
God.
Wait. I'm the least intimidating person there is.
Oh
No way I get a nat 20 and then a fucking 1 afterwards. Hello?
So
Not
Like,
the
going
nat
back to
one!
city, it's like food.
Come on, man.
So you walk out and you walk up to somebody, and that is very obviously older than you. Looks like they know what they're doing. And you look at him and say, "Give me the food. Where's the food?" Like trying to intimidate him.
Yeah.
And the guy looks down at you
Oh no.
and he says, "You're aware of who I am, and you're
Oh.
talking to me like this." The name is Victor Exeter Disciplinary Committee.
I really just want food. That's all it is. I'm just hangry.
Yeah. Check your attitude at the door, first year. And he walks away.
Well, that went well. I'm gonna go shamefully walk around now and try to find it myself.
So you start walking away, pride a little hurt at your failed intimidation. Cyrus,
Yes.
Leo is pulling you, and you're kind of in that same general area, looking for your names, looking for who your roommates are, and the location of your room. And Leo finds his, and he's like, "Ah, there I am. Who? Oh, well, that's a bummer. I don't know who this. How do I Bertram? What? Who? So, well, Sai, it looks like we're not roommates after all. Maybe we can switch.
Yeah, I don't think we can switch
Ooh.
that easily, buddy.
Oh, my pride.
That's not the only thing that's gonna be hurt.
All right. Well, who'd you room with? Let me try to find you here.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh my god.
What?
You perceive
Damn!
fucking everything.
I
Uh,
everything.
your fucking third eye opens up and you find your name immediately on this list. And you see your roommate is Avaref Zested.
Oh, would you look at that? Random guy I met's my roommate.
Also,
Man.
sorry, off topic. I
Yeah.
might crash because I'm gonna turn on acceleration. But
Okay.
that means I'm reloading 136 tabs, so I might crash.
Why do you have
Why do you have so many
my
tabs open?
God. Zane,
Don't worry
what-
about it.
Zane?
Whoa.
Oh my God.
You people.
Last time I did this, it crashed my Discord, so we're gonna see.
Oh,
Maybe
my
close
God.
like 50 of those.
Nah, it's fine.
Just like an idea.
Where's that weird music coming from?
My goodness.
Why do I hear boss music?
Why is a health bar up here?
I'll wait until we
Yeah,
have
there he goes.
confirmation of
There he
Zane being
is.
out there.
There he is.
Cool. I'll wait to ask my question until he comes back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Is Ionos also a fourth year like show?
Okay.
Ionos is a fourth year, yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are both fourth years.
Got you.
Now that Zane's back,
Zane
Welcome
is
back.
returned. Welcome back.
with that perception check, since I've perceived every single room assignment possible, and we're in the
Yep.
same general area that
Yep.
Avraf is in, could I also have that perception check apply to being, to me perceive what's my surroundings as well and notice Avraf as he's walking away?
Yes. Yeah, for sure you can.
Then I would like to do that and
Okay.
call out to him and grab his attention.
Yeah, you for sure can do that. Avarif, as soon as you're like kind of shot down from Victor as he walks away and you're like kind of tail between your legs about to walk off, aimlessly looking for food, you hear Cyrus calling out to you.
Avraf! Hey! It's been like 2 minutes, but guess what? We're roommates!
Huh? Oh. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
You look like okay. Well, first I'm going to run up to him, breaking away from Leo.
Yeah,
if he trails
Leo-
behind like a lost puppy, that's fine.
Leo lets you kind of walk away as he's like, "Ah, you must be Bertram. We're gonna be the best of friends."
Great, I love him already. So I'd like to walk over to Avra, so I'm not just yelling
Mhm.
across like however many feet.
Right.
Like, whoa, you okay there, buddy? You're looking a little sickly. You good?
Well, I wanted food, and I thought maybe scaring someone might get food faster. And well, I scared someone. Tried to scare someone on the disciplinary committee without knowing.
Okay. You
And I
ever
still
thought
don't
about
have my food.
asking nicely first?
Not in the essence of food.
Why don't I try ask somebody so that we
Oh,
can get you food?
That would
'cause,
be wonderful.
I'm a little parched myself, and we're stuck together for the next year, so
Oh,
Yeah.
right, roommates. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, hey,
what
I
better way
love
than
food.
to-
If you're able to do that, I'll be the best of roommate with food.
Exactly. Why don't we literally break some bread together?
Oh,
And just ring in the new academic year.
food puns. I like it.
Yeah, you can blame Leo for that.
So,
Cool.
what are you doing, Cyrus? You're asking
Um,
somebody for help?
Yes, I'm gonna grab another person and ask for help.
Okay. As you go to turn around to try to look for somebody to help, somebody literally runs into you, like unintentionally. They walk right into you. And it doesn't throw you off your feet. It's like, oh my gosh, didn't realize you were there kind of scenario.
Yeah, I just get startled a little bit.
Right. And as you kind of like take that startling moment, you instantly recognize the person that walked into you unintentionally as they're going, I'm so sorry, I did. And they stop. And they look at you, and you look at them, and it is Ionos Valdred Kismet the Fourth.
A lady.
She looks down at you, or I guess directly at you. You're
Is this a
you're
student
on the same
council
page.
person?
The student council vice president,
Oh,
Very big deal.
very big deal.
and she looks at you and stops apologizing. Why are
Hi.
you loitering in the halls?
I'm trying to find where my roommate and I can get food. Trying to find the cafeteria. Is that's so wrong?
Because everyone needs to eat. And as she says this, time around you, both, begins to slow down and come to a halt. And it freezes, and she freezes in that same second. As you can feel this wave of dizziness come over the both of you. As you look around and realize that nobody is moving, time has completely stopped. And you take a you
Wait,
you
can me
blink.
and Cyrus still see each other? Like,
Yeah, you're both
Oh.
still moving. Everybody else has stopped.
Okay.
Stopped
Ah.
breathing, stopped moving, everything, but a wave of dizziness is starting to wash over you both.
Oh, Cyrus, are you feeling this too?
Yeah, this happened earlier, but I thought I was the only one.
Oh, I'm not feeling good. And not just
Sure,
because of food.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
And as you're both kind of feeling this wooziness, one blink, two blink, you take that third kind of blink of your eyes, and you're in a snowy field. You're not at the academy anymore. Both of you aren't. You're standing on a hillside, and it's snowing harshly. And Cyrus, you recognize the weather. You recognize the area you're standing in. You're in the outskirts of Shinami.
I'm just gonna say, the hell? But we were just at the academy. What? I did.
I agree with the bear.
And that's where we're gonna take a break.
The bear.
I agree with
All right. So we're back. Everybody's back. Everybody has their drinks. Everyone has emptied their bladders, hopefully.
We.
Okay.
Nah, building up the
Alligator
tension.
bubble.
Attention.
Whoa, wrong site for that.
Christ.
Anyways, to recap,
I agree
So-
with the
You, Cyrus and Avarif, you find yourselves on a hillside in the snowy hellscape that is Shinami. And you hear yelling off in the distance. You don't need to roll for it. You can hear it very loudly off in the distance. What are you both doing?
I want to listen in on it. If I have to move closer to towards where the sounds are originating from, I'd like to do that. But if I can, if I have to roll to listen in and like actually make out what it's saying, what they're saying, I'll do that.
Mhm.
But I'd like to just focus on that conversation.
You said they're yelling, right?
They're yelling. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
you can both hear it for sure.
Mm.
Okay, then yeah, then I'd like to just focus in on that conversation personally.
Can
Okay.
is there any objects around that I can hide behind?
It's like an open snow hellscape.
Oh,
You can hide
fuck.
behind me. I got you, homie.
Hey, I mean, technically from session 0, you count as half of a block or something. So
Yeah, 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 you
Yeah.
do. Hey, good looking out. You got your cheat sheet open, you'd know.
Let's see. So you're gonna be listening. Can he roll for listening, and then like I can hear him being like struggle face, and then I could roll or no? Or do I have to do
I
it
mean,
now?
you can both roll perception checks to try and cup your ears, get a better listen to the yelling. I mean, it's pretty verbal, so the DC's low.
Okay, cool. I'll just roll so we can get some rolls in.
Okay, cool.
Rolling perception.
Hell yeah.
That's a bad roll.
Not bad. Not good. Not bad.
Oh, the acceleration thing's actually
Much,
nice.
much better. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hardware acceleration do be like that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
well,
thought I had to turn it off for like Netflix streaming or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
like screen
yeah.
sharing for like YouTube, for just Opera in general when you want to screen share,
Mhm.
like for Netflix and shit. You have to do that. Anyways,
Mhm. So, Cyrus, you are so distracted the fact that you're back in your homeland that you can't even focus on what's being yelled right now. However, Avarif, you kind of huddling behind Cyrus a little bit, like, oh god, there's nothing to hide behind here. What the heck is going on? You kind of cup your ears and you begin to listen to the yelling as well, and it starts coming into focus from miscellaneous screaming of battle cries almost to quickly apprehend him, take him down, whatever it takes.
Oh. So can we see or can we only hear?
You got to go over a little bit of a hump,
Oh boy.
a little hill, but you can
what else are we
definitely do
gonna
it. Yeah.
We
I
might as well
guess
try and
let's
get a
take a
better look.
peek.
Yeah.
Take a peek at
Okay.
who they're trying to arrest.
Okay. You you go up this small hill and you see around 9 or 10 cloaked figures surrounding someone. And you also spot the student council vice president standing near the mouth of a cave, arms crossed.
Wait, the same person we just saw.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Let me share my screen for you guys.
Oh
For your
boy!
map.
Oh boy!
Map.
Here we go!
Battle
Well,
map.
lady.
Me
Battle map. So
pull
you
that
guys, this is for when Vel gets this up, but just while you're looking right now, these are just the stock images that I just put on here just to represent the both of you.
Sure.
Cyrus, you're this bottom one. Avarif, you're this top one. And you are looking on to this scene. The student council vice president is back near the mouth of the cave, along with her two henchmen, for lack of a better term. And they are all seemingly surrounding this man. He is wielding a massive scythe, and he is wearing a mix of gray armor with this almost like shimmering clock out of his back, just kind of hovering off of his very being.
Wait, what? Wait, what is
Excuse
like?
me?
Yeah, wait.
But
What?
how can he tell the time?
Hmm.
If it's on his back. Bad jokes aside. That's not canon. That's just me saying this.
Well,
as-
No, yeah,
very good.
The time is telling everybody the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So wait, is is this the guy control?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So we see this. We see the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but our vice president's here.
Yeah.
So have we determined whether he's a good or bad guy?
You're just all you know right now is that all of these cloaked figures are trying to take this guy down.
Okay. A
Okay.
question
Yes.
on my stuff. I
Yes.
have something called a disguise kit. Am I able
Okay.
to roll to use that and transform into the president of the student council?
So a disguise kit isn't so much as like transforming yourself, so much as it takes time to kind of put yourself together. It's more kind of making you not look like you, but it's not like a true change of face.
I see.
It's basically like it kind of says there's cosmetics in there, there's hair dye in there, there are some props. So like you might have like a different colored jacket in there, or like, you know, maybe different colored hair dye that you could just rub in really quick.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
while you're mulling on that, I have a question about how
Okay.
far away are we from the group as a whole?
So each square is 5 feet. So 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45.
So about like 70-ish, 70, 80
Yeah,
feet?
I'd say like 70 or 80 feet. Yeah, would be safe distance.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay. So this is we're oh my.
Yeah, I know it's oof. Because for all
So
intents and purposes, oof.
as
Can
you're
I
watching,
uh-huh.
just to give you some more things to think about, because you're both like not sure what to do in this moment. You're both kind of just taken aback as you're in Shinami, you were in the academy, there are cloaked figures, there's the student council vice president, and just some person that you don't recognize that has this shining clock like a foot off of his body, but still seemingly attached to him somehow. And he's wielding a massive scythe that seems like comically large for what he should be able to use as a weapon effectively.
Mm-hmm.
How do I look
So,
what's in my disguise kit?
if you are in your
Oh, okay, I
inventory,
see.
you can just click on disguise kit and it tells you what's in there.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So as the man, he takes a swing and he cuts one of these cloak figures clean in half with his scythe. And he turns and he puts his hand out at another one, and these almost explosives come out of his hands like you've never seen before. Boof, 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 boof.
Magic.
Oh, what the hell am I looking at?
And one of them goes down and another one falls. And he spins his scythe around and he says, "Your reign of terror ends here today, Ionos. You can't get away from me so easy." And she looks
Um,
over and says, "What are you all doing? You're all useless to me. Take him down now." And from within the cave, a second Ionos steps out.
the hell?
Oh.
And
Huh?
she very kind of sullenly, yeah, I mean, if you could take them out, that'd be great. You know, if you could just hand yourself over to us, we'd really appreciate it. And then another Ionos steps out from the cave.
We got mixed personalities. What the fuck?
What?
Like you've never seen her before, Cyrus. Yeah, come on, just give up already. We're just gonna torture you.
Oh,
Yandere.
What the hell's going on? How can there be 3 of her? I think I'd like to try and inch forward roughly 10 feet to try and get closer.
Okay. You for
Um,
sure can.
what am I allowed to know? Like, at what range would I start to get noticed by the guards?
Make a
Or is
stealth check from where you are, because you're cresting the hill currently. And
okay,
now you're gonna start making your way down the hill closer to them.
okay, I'm scared about this. Oh, thank God. Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
whoa!
Good
Ooh,
enough. You
Nice.
have
ooh,
not been
okay.
noticed quite yet.
Okay.
They seem very focused on this as he starts running in at them, and these guards are gonna start flanking him.
That's not what I wanted to have happen.
How far does like a longbow go?
A longbow, if you click on longbow in your inventory, it will tell you the
Oh,
maximum
a
range.
long wow. Okay.
Also, should we take it to assume that we have our inventory equipment on us now?
You do. You
Okay,
do.
cool. I should have asked that earlier.
Nope, you're good.
Which role is it for?
So if you equip it in your inventory, if you click that box right next to it, you can go over to actions, and you should be able to see where it says hit DC and then damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many actions can I do in one turn?
So up at the top it says actions, and you have 1 attack per action.
Does a non-attack count as an action?
So because we're kind of not in initiative yet, I'll let you do it for free. What are you trying to do?
I want to use my disguise kit
Okay.
and change myself enough where I'm not. Like my hair is not the same.
Okay.
And like they wouldn't recognize me by just looking at me.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that real quick. Make a let's say
Would it be deception?
yeah, we'll just say deception for this case, for lack of a better role at the moment, just to see how
Okay,
well you can mix up yourself enough to maybe deter somebody from knowing who you are.
Apparently not
An 8 is not good enough. You're trying to rush to put this all together on you, so you like throw a scarf over your shoulder. You rub some like hair dye, but it doesn't totally stick. But you're trying to rush as you're also pulling out your longbow.
Sure.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, I'm pulling out longbow.
Oh, okay. So what are you doing?
I'll be maybe stupid. Yeah, I would like to take a shot at one of the cloak guys.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh Lord.
He's pulling his bow out.
You
Come
roll.
on, man.
You roll damage,
Die.
not to hit.
Yeah, you roll
so you want to
damage.
click the
Oh.
box
Yeah.
that says hit/DC first, and then you'll do damage if it hits.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So there's
So
a
if-
box in front of that one.
To the left.
It'll say like plus something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Under
my
hit
bad.
DC. Yeah.
Wait, so this one?
Yes.
Brother,
Yes.
come on, man. It's so fucking. Dude.
You
Another one, bro.
Oh God have mercy.
I
no,
should just-
Avarif, no.
No.
Please let it just hit him in the face.
So
man.
you go and rear back your bow and you take a shot, and you weren't prepared for the wind and the snow hellscape that is Shinami. And you shoot your arrow, and it just glides over the entire group's head and just hits a rock and just falls into the snow. As the very excited Ionos looks down at the ground at the arrow, and then looks over in your direction and just goes, "Hey, guess what? We got some more visitors to torture. Everybody,
what?
go get them."
Sorry.
Do you even know how to use that thing?
I'm more proficient in melee.
Then why do you even have a bow? It's whatever. It's fine. We've already been noticed. I guess we're just screwed. Damn it.
Call it a warning shot.
Warning
scare 'em.
shot? How is that supposed to be a warning shot? You weren't even aiming at anybody.
We could say I missed on purpose.
Whatever. Fine, we've been noticed. We have to do something now.
Maybe a greeting, saying hello.
I think that hello that you shot at them was clear enough.
Yeah.
So is there anything you're doing while you're kind of
Can I
bickering
wave at
amongst
them?
yourselves? You can definitely wave at them
I wanna wave at them.
as these guys are beginning to break off of this crowd and in your direction.
Okay. I'm gonna wave at them
Um,
friendly.
Are you
Okay.
waving at them friendly?
Let me
Let me ruse them.
let me make a quick roll here.
Do we get
Okay.
to see your rolls?
No, you don't.
Ooh.
As this guy comes in, as our big boy with a scythe looks over and goes, "What? More people? No, that can't be." And he just gets knocked across the face and he falls over, unconscious.
Damn, weak.
I think that's your fault, buddy.
Oh,
As he is quickly tied up as this guy comes to join, and you're just waving at them as they're approaching you.
yeah. Yeah, because
Okay.
maybe this is my thought process, right?
Yep.
I'm waving at them because I was like, I distracted the guy so you guys could capture him. So now it's a W.
Okay. Enough of what you're doing. Enough of what you're doing. It's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
guess can I use my divine sense?
You don't have any
I
magic
don't.
right now.
That's what I was gonna ask. That's
Yeah,
why I
yep.
asked.
Yeah,
So
all of your abilities, just pretend they're not even
Yep,
there.
they don't exist. That's what I thought. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could do something fun about it, but I won't yet. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I guess I'll reluctantly just draw my weapons and prepare myself for whatever might come my way.
Okay. As you draw your sword, Cyrus, if you see this happen, he draws his sword. So we're going to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Man, this is a
Okay.
great nap. You
It's
know?
a really great nap. I wonder if we've woken up yet.
Who knows?
God, I don't know, but it's been nice.
Give me 2 seconds. I know. Sorry.
I'm loving it. We going honk shoe all over.
I like that the two that are actually like more veteran in D&D are
Mhm.
asleep right now.
Yeah. Avrith, Cyrus, roll initiative.
All right. I'll roll
we're
first
night
for
cats.
initiative.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
all right, Avrith, you are up over here. You are up at the start of combat.
Okay. Wait, are we confirmed in combat?
Cyrus just pulled his sword, and these guys have taken a very aggressive stance.
Can I
You
roll
did just shoot
for-
an arrow at them.
I help them.
What? We don't even know who they are. We don't know who's bad, who's good. You just shot an arrow. You could have killed somebody.
I know one of them.
Yo,
Well,
who do you
I
know
guess-
besides Ionos?
Technically,
which
three of
one?
them. Listen, I knew 3 people here. Okay.
I don't even
Technically,
know all
I
of
knew
them.
3.
This is your fault. What else am I supposed to do? They're charging at us.
They're not charging. They're just whining to come talk to us.
I talk my ass.
Listen, their weapons are drawn. We can talk our way out of here. We're first
I-
years.
I
What
don't-
harm could we do?
I don't know about that, man. I'm prepared for the worst.
I'll talk to him.
Oh my.
Okay, so are you going to forego
Can I-
your
can-
turns
Can
to
I
allow them to
shout?
get close?
Oh, can I shout from this far, or can they not hear
Yeah,
me?
no, you can definitely. Yeah, they're within like yelling distance for sure.
Okay. Can I yell to them? I don't know what to roll for that. And ask them, did we help?
So how it'll work is I'll ask you what I want you to roll. You just
Okay.
tell me what you're gonna do, and then I will ask you to roll something.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to ask if we were any help on capturing this guy.
Okay. Are you trying to?
I'm trying to be friendly.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
We'll see how receptive they are to your pleas right now.
Hey, not
Okay,
bad.
not bad. You hear this very angry Aonos from the middle kind of yell out and say, "You are a great help. Now be more of a help and surrender yourselves willingly."
Oh,
Can I facepalm? I'm gonna
Yes.
facepalm.
Yeah, you can face. That's a free action.
Ugh. I don't think that they're going to do any good for us if we try to ask if we helped.
Well, I mean, they did say we helped.
But
We're a
they
big
also want
help.
us to surrender.
Oh. Well. Do I still have initiative?
I'll say that was your bonus action to kind of yell out to them and have that quick back and forth. So you
Okay.
still have your main action
Um.
and your movement.
uh. Okay.
Man, this pillow's real comfy.
Well,
shoot.
shit. I guess I will start stepping backwards and say not interested. I'm
How
just
far
trying
back are you going?
Let's say let's go to like a 10 feet is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you have fun over there, okay?
As you begin to take kind of 2 steps back up the hill to the crest, make a perception check.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, so you notice them pretty swiftly. There are people. They're not that large. I'm gonna adjust them, but there are people coming up behind you.
Oh, just Andy. Just Andy.
Hey, hey, Cyrus. There's more guys over here. Maybe they just want to talk again.
I don't think they're gonna want to talk here, buddy.
You know, really just wanted food.
It's same here, pal, but look where we are now. The only food around us is frickin' snow.
We could melt it.
Shut up.
Well, shit. All right, so I noticed a lot of folks.
Mm-hmm. You're being surrounded.
I don't really have anything to do. What's opportunity attack?
That an opportunity attack is if an enemy is within your striking distance and they move out of your attack range, you can take an attack of opportunity on them as a reaction.
Oh. And not when they step close to me, though.
No. You can hold your attack if somebody steps in your range, if you want to do that.
Would that also count as opportunity? Or?
No, but it would.
Oh.
It's basically holding your action will count as your reaction to essentially, as it's under the reaction
Okay.
tab. You
Cool.
hold your basically because you have the gauntlets on.
Right.
So as soon as they step into range, you're basically just gonna throw a punch.
All right, fuck it.
Is that what you're doing?
I guess yeah. I'll hold for now in combat stance, and
Okay.
I'll hold the flank.
Okay. Up next, it's this guy, and he is going to come to, and he is held currently, and he's just gonna look over at Ionos and be like, "Wow, you really distracted me with that one. This is kind of a pickle." And he
Oops.
cannot get out currently because he is tied up. Cyrus, it is your turn.
I'd like to run. I guess
not
roughly
run away, right?
about 20 feet, so I can be next to fucking my dumbass friend.
Okay.
That's ever up to you.
And then, if I don't already have my shield drawn, I'd like to have my shield drawn in my offhand.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
And I think I'll also withhold my action for an opportunity attack should it present itself.
Cool. All right, it is.
And just glance at him and just be like,
We'll get out of
Not
this, friend.
happy.
Don't worry.
I'm not happy, but we have no choice. God, I wish you were my roommate now.
Where is
I can
Leo
ask
when you need
Leo.
him?
Yeah.
All right. So it is now the mob of enemies turns. So this guy is going to take a step closer to you. Just so everyone is aware, how I run games is if they are in these 4 squares that are around you, that is 5 feet. If they are diagonal, that is 10 feet.
Okay.
So unless you have a 10-foot range, you cannot hit diagonally. Okay.
Cool.
So he's gonna step within your range, Avarif, so you can roll to hit
Okay.
because
So
you're taking
so
your reaction of an enemy
roll the
stepping in.
hit
Yep.
DC, right? Okay.
With your gauntlets. Yep.
Cool.
Oh.
All right. Roll some damage.
Damn.
Cool. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you punch into this cloak, and your fist seemingly just goes right through.
Oh.
You don't
Ah.
think you actually did any damage at all.
Oh. Was he a ghost? Or is that a
And
percent?
he looks down as your fist kind of just goes through his jacket. And he looks up at you. You don't see his face as it's clouded in shadows. And he is going to try and grab you. So for a grapple,
Don't touch me. This
he
is my
is
no square.
he is going he is going to try and grapple you. So he is going to make an athletics check contested against your athletics or acrobatics. So you can roll
Whoa!
one of the other those two.
Fuck you, idiot! Don't touch me.
Ooh. Sheesh.
What kind of have this with my fucking bow, man? Come on.
Welp. That sucks.
Don't-
That sucks.
There's no way you got a 20.
I did. I got a natural 20.
Wait, but I got a 21 though, no?
Yeah, I had a better modifier.
Mhm.
I had +2.
There's no way, bro. Come on.
I
What's my
that
fucking luck?
that's insane.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, he grabs hold of your fist as it's kind of just through his chest, and he looks around and he says, "We got him. Circle him."
Suckle.
Circle.
And this guy is gonna come around and he's going to grab you from here. And he is gonna also come around and also grab hold of you. This guy is gonna come on down over here for you, Cyrus.
Okay.
So make your attack of opportunity, or your not attack of your held action, I should say.
Yes.
15 does hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
It's the 1d8, right?
Yep, it's right next to it. Okay, so you go ahead and you swing and you cleave his cloak, and it drops to the ground, and there's just a shadowy form just reaching down to the ground,
Hey, nice. That's more damage than I did.
and the cloak almost immediately just shoots back up and reconnects in a fashion you've never seen before.
Honda.
And he's also going to try to grab you. So make an acrobatics or athletics check.
Acrobatics didn't do me so good earlier. Let's try athletics. And I'm screwed.
Yeah,
boy.
I got an 18, so
Oh,
he
God.
grabs hold of you. And this guy is going to run in and also grab on, and these guys are going to begin to make their way in as well. So, we go back to the top of initiative. You are being grappled. You can surrender yourselves if you'd like. It will be hard to try and attack because there are multiple people holding on to you both. And you also have already learned that you cannot hurt them. But they can very clearly, solidly grab you and hold on to you.
And what the hell?
We don't really have much of a choice here. It's not like we can do anything.
God, what do we do? Shit. There's no magic.
Well, let's
Hmm.
let's do what she said and be a better help and surrender.
But that's no
Mister,
fun.
did we do a good job?
We did do a good job. They said so. I
Shut
don't
up.
want to hear it.
Shut up.
Okay. Well, I'm looking through my inventory of stuff I could do.
I
Which is
don't think there's much of anything we can try to do, man.
Fuck. I guess we throw up our hands. And say
And
we're
what
lost.
hands can we throw up? We're being grappled.
Oh.
Yeah,
Shit. I guess we speak. We surrender. We're lost. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just
Happen to be passing by.
I'll throw down my weapon if I have a free hand to throw it down.
You don't have to throw it down because it's forcibly taken from you, whether you want
Well
it to
then,
be or not.
perfect. And that's my
Cool.
sign that I reluctantly surrender.
Yeah, okay. So you can do that, and you are ceremoniously dragged through the snow
Oh,
all the way up over here. And you are tied up and thrown next to the guy that was wielding the scythe, which seemingly you don't know where that scythe went, but it is no longer there.
his weapon killed him. Can I whisper to the scythe man?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Can I whisper to him, saying
Yeah,
sorry
what do
we
you wanna
got
say?
in this mess?
He's laying on the ground, like in the snow with this guy, like pushing him down, and he's kind of say that silently to him. And he just looks over and he's kind of shaking his head and he's like, well, looks like I dragged first years into this one. Sorry about that.
See, he's got a good attitude about it. Silence.
Okay, I'd like to. Hey, shut up! I'd like to interject into this conversation, and I would like to be like, wait, whoa! What do you mean got first years involved in this? What's going on? And are you also a student?
Oh, I guess that's important.
Very angry Ionos is going to approach you, Cyrus, as you're asking that guy questions, and she's gonna rear back and slap you across the face.
Next, next.
Me next.
Yeah, me too.
Here, I'll give a good sound for that.
Did I ask you to speak?
I don't
No.
remember having my freedom of speech being something I needed to ask permission for.
Ooh, he's a fighter.
Always the
No,
rebel.
that's you.
As the very cheery Ionos makes her way over and is like, I'm so excited, we're gonna torture. Oh boy. Which one goes first? And then the sad one kind of doesn't approach you directly, but kind of gets closer and she just says, I mean, you already surrendered yourself, so it'd be great if you could just decide to die on us. That'd be helpful.
Die? No! No! I can't die yet!
I'm not good with dying. I couldn't even do that to my hair.
Shut up. Now's not the time for a crappy joke, buddy.
Oh, it seems like the perfect time.
Right.
The angry Ionos looks down at you. Now that you're kind of kneeling, you're being pushed to kneel on the ground before her. I have no interest in talking to you. Who is your friend?
Who's she
him?
talking to? Oh.
You. No, Avarif. She's referring to you.
Oh. So, and then she's referring to.
She was talking to Cyrus, said, I have no interest in talking to you. Who is your friend? It's kind of a contradictory statement.
I see. Hi, I'm Avarath. I just wanted to find the cafeteria. Seems I'm a bit lost.
Yeah, we're ways away from home, buddy.
Yeah,
don't know
well,
where we
you're
are.
not going home, neither of you are.
Oh,
You can both die now. See ya. Take that other one with us. And she begins to walk away.
can I roll for it like a disengage?
Your hands are tied.
Fuck.
You can't do anything.
Yeah, we
The
could've
happy
surrendered,
one,
pal.
the happy Ionos kind of walks over to you, Cyrus, and she leans down and she gives you a hug, and she goes, "Been great knowing you,"
I want a hug.
and just starts to walk away. The kind of sadder one looks at you, Cyrus, and she doesn't say anything. She's just looking at you.
What?
Hey,
Got,
I think
got
she
nothing to
likes
say? Shut up.
you.
Nothing to say to me? No comment about how I'm gonna die, how you hate me, how I don't deserve to speak?
I don't hate you. And she walks away.
Dramatic.
So, Sin and Sen, guys, taking a nap.
And a nice,
You're
a nice 30-minute
nice
nap, you
30-minute nap. You know, you guys are waking up well rested, deciding to find rooms in the dorms. Very comfortable beds. I mean, they're made for nobles, so very
right.
lush, very comfortable blankets. Nice, easy nap. But you are awoken in your room by a knock, 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 and it's relentless.
I'm
I'll
gonna
go to-
ignore it.
I'll go to open the door.
You open the door and you are swiftly jumped on into what would be on anybody else a big bear hug, but it's because she is so much smaller than you. It is like, you know, a kid jumping on like an adult's leg. It's Bernie.
Hi,
It's
Bernie.
Bernie. Oh, hello, my friends. How are you? You liking it in here? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it as good as we remember?
Well, it's not as good without you, but
Of course. I mean, come on. We're best friends. We were roommates in our first year. I really wanted to be your roommate again this year. I'm so sorry.
well, if things change and I manage to get on student council,
Are you looking to get on the student council?
possibly.
What position are you looking for?
I heard that our dear prince was looking for a squire.
Well, show. It's show. Don't know how willing he's gonna be to take a squire if he hasn't taken one already. I asked him about it. Well, I talked to Zior about it, and then she said, "Well, don't ask me, ask Show." So when my family was visiting, I tried in Torah earlier this year to see if he'd be me a squire, but he referred me to Alessandra, and now I'm where I am. But I get to stay in the dorms, and they're very beautiful. You should come visit me. Please
of
visit me.
course. Of course.
I'll hunt you down.
She kind of like smirks at that statement. Have most people found their first years yet, or?
Oh, that's why I'm here. I'm here to give you the inside scoop because everybody's gonna learn tomorrow. But you know, as part of the aid, ta-da! Look at me go. For the advisor, you know, Alessandra gets dumped on all the time by the rest of the crew,
Mm-hmm.
which means, you know, it falls onto me because Alessandra doesn't like to do a lot, but it's not a real big deal. I'm gonna give you. I'm here to give you the information, the inside scoop. Come on, we're best friends. Of course, I'm gonna come visit you.
I saw you waving in the balcony, so it was more of waiting for when you.
I
find us.
was so mad that Hugo thought of going to see you before coming up to sit, and I didn't.
Well,
That brat came up that stairs, and I started shaking him, and I was like, "Why didn't you take me with you?" And he looked at me, and he rudely said, "Stop shaking me, Bernie. I don't like you doing that. And why didn't you just go visit your friends on your own?" And I said, "I don't know. I wanted to."
I love Birdie. Scent!
What? It was.
Can you
What's
at
going on?
least say hello?
He just sits up, looks at her, hi, passes the fuck out again.
Hey, Sen.
Scent information.
What?
She
What's up?
has information. Come.
I came to tell you about your first years.
Fuck, all right. Gets up, shambles on over, leans against the wall, like half asleep still, like one eye open. You know, like when you like fall asleep on one eye and that eye just won't won't open up.
Mhm.
That's him right now, but it's the one that he's trying to look at them with, and the other eye is against the wall. So he is not paying attention at all.
Yeah. So, inside scoop, you know, not like I was gonna get in trouble for, trying to sway any sort of pull in, the world political standings. But, I may have pulled some strings for you guys and gotten you some really cool VIPs on your party.
Oh.
Party. Interesting individuals. You know how that weird Holy Kingdom, Shinimi, they have all those cardinals and the
Mm-hmm.
and Ionos and stuff like that.
Yes.
Right.
So, one of the first years I heard is a cardinal's son. So, I got him to be on your crew. Might be worth it to get to know somebody like that, don't you think? His name is Cyrus Blackwood. I haven't met him yet, but I figured
brat.
not much different than you.
Senna starts like stroking her chin a bit.
The other one, he's a bit of a weirdo. I've heard nothing but bad things. Honestly, from what I've heard, I think he might be a loser. So I'm sorry. A lot of people talk badly about him, but
Mm-hmm.
he's still the second prince of Zested. So,
The second prince is a loser? Oh boy.
well, I don't know how well informed you are. They have all those like crazy noble houses in their country. He took over for one of them, but failed really hard, and that's why he's here. So I don't know the full details of it, but somehow he got up that high, but he came crashing back down to earth real quick. So it's interesting enough that I thought you might be interested in him.
Most princes are losers. It's fine.
You wouldn't say that about our own prince, silly, would you?
Oh.
Uh,
When you grow up around a loser.
Takes one to know one. And she like
Yeah,
playfully
true.
jabs you, Senna. It's alright, we're all losers here.
Speaking of said princes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we should go find them at the very least.
Well, I was actually gonna go looking for them. Not to give them a heads up, but more just to figure out what they look like so I could give you the heads up, but I couldn't find them anywhere. Walking around aimlessly, and then I was like, I'll just go find Sinensen. What am I doing? Duh, Bernie.
Well,
Did you check the first year dormitories?
or the cafeteria.
Or the cafeteria? Or, I don't know, maybe even the nurse's office. You said one of them was a loser. Maybe they got their ass kicked. I don't know.
Okay, well, not every loser is that much of a loser. I hope.
Well, okay, so I didn't look in any of those places.
It's fun. We'll go look. I need food
Sorry,
anyway.
Bernie.
We'll go look. I need food anyway. Thank you very much.
Okay, are you sure? Do you need me to do anything for you?
Stay cute.
You as well. And she kind of just turns around and starts skipping off.
Data, Bernie.
Bye, Stan.
Alright, let's go look for brats.
Sorry. I got me. We'll go to the cafeteria.
Okay. You guys know where the cafeteria is. You get there. There are people already eating food here. It's as luxurious as you remember it. The high quality food, the like 5-star service. Make a perception check.
Just both of us?
Yeah.
22.
Damn.
Nice.
18 and 22, yeah.
Woo, you guys are killing it. Okay. So you're looking around in the cafeteria for these two first years, potentially eating. You don't see them. Well, I mean, you see a bunch of first years. You're not really exactly sure who you're looking for. But you don't see like two first years kind of sitting alone with each other. You see just like first years over here, first years over here. There's just groups of people, but nobody screaming exactly of what stations you were told they were.
Do I recognize like anybody that like I'm familiar with like on a personal level, just like kind of in my eyesight?
You do recognize a few people from your first year. You recognize let's see.
Well, like is Hugo there?
If you're looking for Hugo specifically,
Yeah.
yeah, you see him. He's talking to some other people, but he's there.
I'm gonna kind of nudge Cinna and just kind of walk over to Hugo.
Yeah, you walk over to Hugo and he's like eating a protein bar, whereas like everybody at the table is eating like this like miniature chickens and like just these, like I said, like luxurious like 5-star meals, and he's got this like protein bar that he's like chewing on. And he looks over.
His demeanor immediately changes. He like straightens up,
Dad?
like to his full height. Walks up to
Hello?
walks up to Hugo and kind of like a nice jog and like kind of just pats him on the back. How you doing, Hugo?
Buddy, what's up?
Hey, how are you? Question.
Sorry. Before you question,
Oh yeah, no,
uh,
please continue.
these. Let me introduce you.
Yes.
These are members of the student council. Um, Charlie Mayer, Heath Ross. This is you know Alessandro Varallo.
Yes.
This is Cornelius Quinn, and that I mean you know Tiki Rune as well.
Of course, yes. And he's
And
got this
they-
biggest grin on his face, like just like fangs and everything showing. He's just bright-eyed, smiling and everything right now. It's lovely to see you all. It's great. You guys look amazing today.
They're all nodding and greeting you. Yes, you as well. Yeah, yes. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you.
And you as well. Have you guys found your first years yet? At all?
Hugo kind of laughs and he goes, "Oh, oh, we're not part of that."
Oh, okay. And I kind of just nudge Hugo a little bit. Do you have any idea where Cyrus and Avareth are?
The names aren't ringing a. Well, actually, Bernie asked me about them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them around at all. Were they here for the assembly?
I would assume so. Their first years. Yeah.
Okay. I can have Charlie look into it.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Bernie said she couldn't find them, and we're just kind of trying to get a little acquainted with our first years.
Well, perfect use of the disciplinary committee is to hunt people down. Charlie! And Charlie kind of pops up. Yes, sir. That's completely unnecessary. Cyrus Blackwood, right?
Mhm. Yes.
And Avareth Seston.
Yes.
Cinna's going to be walking up, you know, in her usual stance of proper air-looking self.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are looking for those two.
Okay. Charlie, you heard them. They're looking for them. What did they do?
Well, Bernie gave a little heads up, so.
Bernie, you're killing me. Guys aren't supposed to find out for tomorrow. Okay.
You can't. Let's be honest. You can't be mad at Bernie. Bernie's a sweetie. I mean, you know.
She's kind of adorable.
She is. She's so sweet. I mean, she can't stop it when she's excited about something. You know her.
Unfortunately.
Hugo, you know us better than anyone. Information and staying ahead of the game is kind of our thing.
All right, fine. Okay. Charlie, you heard them. They're looking for the first years. Check their bunks. Check the. Well, they're not here. Check maybe the servants' quarters. Just look around. They might have gotten lost. Charlie nods and says, "Heath, And he goes, "Yep." And they both get up and they walk away. And Hugo references to the seats where they just vacated. Care to join us?
Absolutely. And he just pats Hugo one more time, a little harder this time on the back, just like I know that you'd be like one of my best friends here. Thank you so much, man. And I just sit down.
Of course. And as you sit down, Cinna, are you also sitting?
Yes.
Okay. As you kind of sit down at this table, it is off-putting because you're sitting at a table where it is nothing but student council members, and you both are not student council members. So as like different years of people are walking by, like third years, fourth years, fifth years are walking by, they're giving you like weird looks because you're sitting with student council members.
Hmm.
And Hugo just kind of goes back to eating his protein bar, and he's like, "So yeah, like I was saying, Joe really phoned that one in, didn't he?"
A bit, but then again, it's show, so are we really surprised?
I guess not. It was my first interaction with him today. He's got a presence, doesn't he?
Really?
How'd to go?
Well, I had to meet with him directly. As the new disciplinary committee member. Victor told me that I had to meet with him, and I met with Ionis too, and she was very angry with him for what had happened. I won't go into too much detail about that. As you could look over and you see Tiki is like clinking her glass with her nail as Hugo's talking, and Hugo just, yeah, I'm not going to go into detail on that. And she stops clinking the glass and just takes a sip
And
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 puts the cup
and
down.
he just pats Hugo on the back. No, I get it. Student council business. I understand. You can't share it with us
Yeah.
common people, you know?
Well,
And-
please.
And he sort of like chokes on common a little
Mhm.
bit.
Of course. Yeah, you guys understand. But yeah, so Ionis kind of walked down a heap. And I don't know where she went, but the group of us decided to come get something to eat, so we were pretty hungry.
Mm-hmm.
As
Glad
we
that I ran into you. Yeah.
yeah, we just had a little nap and we're starving as well.
Oh, well, let me get you some food. And he like raises a hand and he starts snapping. And walking over are like butlers with like trays of food, and they're like, "Yes, sir. How may we be of assistance? My friends are hungry. Clean these sets where the other two were eating, and let's hook us up." He's like, "This is for the student council." I don't care if it's for the student council, sir. I told you exactly what I wanted. Like, yes, sir.
Cinna raises her hand and just says, "Oh, water for me is fine."
We'll just have a protein bar as well. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And he places a water and he gives you a protein bar.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hugo looks over. You sure? You can get you more than that.
It's all good. Maybe,
All
This
right.
is
maybe
if it's
once
good
I
enough
hit
for you,
student
it's good enough
council.
for me.
Well, I mean, let me take another bite. I love my protein bars. So yeah, you're looking for these first years. You looking to haze them? What do you need? I hope you're not gonna haze them.
I was informed that they were quite losers.
Odd ducks for sure. I don't think. Well, that's not necessarily true. That the academy's seen wilder people come through these doors.
True.
But the most interesting first year is probably the group. I don't think we've ever had a cardinal's son in these halls.
That was brought to me, and I was very intrigued, considering I think the last person we had from that country was vice president.
Well, I mean, along with all those fanatic followers of theirs.
Ugh.
But yeah, and he leans in to you, Sen, like away from the rest of the group, and he said, "I didn't even know cardinals were allowed to have kids."
You'd be surprised. Some just, I mean, and he just starts stuttering. He doesn't really know what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's just, yeah. Anyways, yeah. I mean, you know.
Cinna cuts
kinda
in to
s-
like save his
yeah.
ass. Anyway,
Yeah.
so our goal is obviously to make them top students like we are. I don't
top
know.
students for sure.
I don't know if I want to push to see if they would also be interested in student council like me.
You're interested in the student council?
Of
Senna.
course.
I mean, we both are, but more Senna
Hmm.
than me.
Oh. All right. I'll keep your nose to the ground. Keep my ears open. Uh, tough break ending with Ionos. I wish you the best of luck if you ever wish to do that. And Alessandra kind of chuckles from further down the table. Don't even think about trying to bark up that tree. It's not happening. And then Hugo kind of retorts, and Sho doesn't have a squire, and
Well, Sho
He-
doesn't have a
Well,
squire, and he is close with my family. And, you know,
Kiki
same
kind of
country.
starts like clinking her glass again and says, I wouldn't even consider it. I asked to be his squire last year, and he said, no, Tiki, you need to run for a separate position. And here I am, the historian. Go
but look
me.
at you. You have an official position. A squire is just a squire. You have something.
A
You have something
squire to
special
the
here.
student council president is almost as good as becoming the student council president. Let's be real.
In full honesty, I do think you are doing a tremendous job. I only say I would take in the squire possibility due to the fact of how close my family is to aiding theirs and how I have been pretty much raised to do so my entire life.
Well, consider me charmed. I got things to do. And she looks over at Hugo and he goes, looks like I'm going. I'll see you guys later.
You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye, and thank you for the help again.
Of
Yeah.
course, Charlie and Heath will find you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And the whole group of the table just get up and walk away.
Once they're out of earshot and just eyesight, he just slumps. He just it's gone. He's like, oh my god, I fucking hate doing that.
Anyway, those shitheads aside, let's go look at the dorm board.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Okay. So you can make your way back towards the assembly hall, no problem. You get to the dorm board, and it's pretty bare now. Everyone seems to have found their place of where they're staying, who their roommates are, and you can easily look at the first year's sleeping arrangements.
Yep.
Cool.
And you very, very, very easily find where Avarith and Cyrus are staying.
Gonna
Oh, they're bunkmates.
look around to see if anyone is nearby.
There's many people nearby.
Yeah,
There's a
I
lot
mean,
of people in the area.
Like, two students that stick out like a sore thumb.
Nobody specifically stands out to you. I'll give it to you for free. I mean, it just looks like people in passing at this point.
Just a sea of students. Okay.
Hmm.
And does it show like specifically what room they're in?
Yeah, it does.
Let's go to the room.
Okay.
Check it out.
So you begin to head towards their room.
Yeah.
Now knowing where it is in the first year wing. Cyrus and Avarith, how's it going, boys? How's it
How you
going,
doing,
guys?
guys?
How you
I don't
doing,
know.
Oh,
guys?
hey.
How are we
What's
doing?
going on?
I'm in a dark cave. I
Um,
can't see anything. Help.
Actually, you're not in the dark cave quite yet.
My face has been in the snow for so long, I think it's frozen over.
You're fine. It'll buff out.
Okay, so you're basically, you're kind of stuck there at this point, being held down. You are being told that you are about to be killed by these very hooded, shadowy figures, and they are very much leaving you to your fate as they make their way into the caves. Angry Ionos is gone. Happy Ionos is gone. Sad Ionos makes her way to the mouth of the cave and she just turns and watches. So, Cyrus,
Mm-hmm.
as you are not standing there, you're kneeling and your face was in the snow, and the shadowy figure takes his hand off the back of your head to unsheathe your blade. And he takes a step to your side as if executioner style is about to behead you. What are the thoughts going through your mind right now?
The first thought instantly is I can't die yet. One, I'm too young. Two, there's so much more that I have left to see in this world, so much more I need to find out, and answers to questions that need to be answered to. And I can't die yet until those are answered.
Those thoughts are beginning to run through your mind, and you look up because you can feel her gaze on you and you alone. Avarif, you're kind of witnessing this. You can tell that you are going to be executed second in this
Nice.
lineup. So you are just being made to kneel there, hands tied. You are watching this happen.
Mm.
Cyrus, as you look at sad Ionos just looking at you, you begin to watch as tears are falling from her eyes. And the sword comes up from this shadowy figure as time begins to slow to a halt once again for you and you alone. Cyrus, have you given up?
Given up. I've tried my best right here. Lord knows I wouldn't give up if I could try harder. Try any harder, rather.
So it is not wrong to want to live?
No.
And do you have the resolve to stand up and live on the right side of illusions and deceptions and bring a new dawn to the rising sun?
Yes. I do.
And as you hear these questions, Cyrus, running through your mind in this, what you can only assume is this time stopping. Avarif, you're witnessing as Cyrus is starting to just roll sweat just off of him, just immediately, just proportionally, just sweating immensely. And he starts like almost convulsing in pain, in rage, almost as if he's lost his mind. And your hands break free from the ropes that were binding you, Cyrus. And you feel this pain in your chest as your eyes come to focus, as time starts to move again, and you realize Ionos is still watching you, but she's stopped crying, and she's kind of just standing there in shock watching you. And you hear the voice ring out through your ears. Draw the Dawn Blade and awaken me, Cyrus. And you feel coming from your chest the hilt of what looks like a sword is starting to come out of you.
Well, didn't think this would happen. Why don't we get this mission started?
Okay, are you pulling the sword?
I am pulling the sword out.
Okay. As you begin to pull the sword, Avarif, you see as this blinding sunlight just starts emitting from the blade, and then Cyrus as a whole. And as he unsheathes it completely, everything around him just melts. All of the snow underneath you, all of the snow on him, on you, immediately melts, and you're standing on green grass almost.
Thanks for the bonfire, man.
God damn it, Zane!
And as
I'm gonna choose to act like I didn't hear that.
the blade bursts in your hands, Cyrus, as bright as the sun. And as the flames fade, you see someone standing next to you where that man was in the cloak has gone from different colors of red and gray and black into a golden white, like you remember seeing before. And the cloak starts to fade off of him. And it is a very tall man standing before you in white gold armor, blonde hair, staring down at you, and he pulls you up. And he says, "Are you ready, Cyrus?"
Couldn't be more ready than I am now.
Ah, I am thou. Thou art I. I thank you, Cyrus, for awakening me, the Morning Lord Persona Lathander. Let us set the illusions of the moon and watch the rising sun together.
Let's.
As he
So
now,
it is a bonfire.
yeah, well, sort of. That guy is now
Swear to God, Zane!
a part of you. There is a person that is currently holding Avarith captive. What do you want to do? You have a flaming sword.
I have a flaming sword. Well, I have
You
that
have a
flaming sword.
flaming sword.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take a swing with that sword at Avra's
Okay.
captor and hopefully free him.
What if he just said
Go
F off?
ahead
What if he
and
just-
roll to hit.
Roll to hit.
Yep.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Hey, all right. I'll
Cool
see you
fucking
in the, I'll see
moment.
you in the next life.
I
Wiping
was
off the
cool
rust.
moment.
Wiping off the rust.
Well,
Does that mean I get hit now? Is that-
No, it doesn't.
Hey, too close, too close.
You rolled a hit, and you weren't expecting the power that was going to be behind the sword, Cyrus, when you swung it. And you whiff, you whiff. Like,
whoa.
it's a bad miss. You've never missed like that with a sword swing ever in your life.
This is gonna take some getting used to.
As it is now his turn, as he lets you go, Avarith, and he turns to you, Cyrus, and he's gonna try to hit you.
Okay.
You are going to actually 17 doesn't break your AC of 18, so he misses. And it is now this guy's turn as he's going to break from his grasps, and he is going to swing his scythe, and that's gonna hit. Okay. And he's going to... That was enough for that one. And he is going to die. And he is now free. He's going to move back this way, and he's going to begin to grab your... what is restraining you, Avarith. The ropes that are binding your hands. And Cyrus, it is now your go once again.
Well, second time's the charm, am I right?
You want the
I'll-
longbow?
No. All right, Lathander. Let's try this again.
Let's.
Shush!
Definitely. Roll that
Alright.
damage.
Let's
Very good.
go.
So, Cyrus, how'd you like to do this? You killed him.
I would very much like this to be. I raise my sword into the air,
Mhm.
and then what seems like the power of the sun emblazons it, and I just swing it down, and it
Mhm.
cleaves the man in two, leaving behind just a straight line in the snow, a gap, basically parting the proverbial Red Sea here, just seeing singed grass going a good couple feet past him.
Ooh, sheesh. Damn, yeah. So you absolutely do that as this shadow just like evaporates from existence. And you look over and Avarif he's still hands tied on the ground, but the guy with
Way to go,
the
buddy.
clock kind of floating off the back of him is looking over at you and saying, I didn't realize you were a master as well.
Master? I mean, this just all sort of happened, and now I got this guy named Lathander living
Okay.
in my head.
Let's save the conversations for later because we gotta go.
That's valid.
And Avarif, this guy is gonna literally pick you up and throw you over his shoulder.
Yippee!
And if you follow him, Cyrus, you're going to begin running away.
Yeah, I will. Can I
Okay.
follow? Can I follow behind ever so slightly more, just so it's like I'm on the defensive in case anybody decides to follow after us?
Yeah. None of them follow you as
Okay,
you
then
begin to run away.
cool.
However, before you turn to run, Ionos is still standing there, shocked, looking at you. She's just tentatively standing at the mouth of the cave.
I think I'd like to take a moment just to stand there, holding my sword and hold a glance with her, not exchanging any words, and then just turn to continue following after
Mhm.
our compatriot with the scythe.
You could have sworn before you turned around that she was starting to raise up her hand as if to reach out to you. But she stops herself as you turn and run away. And you do. You guys run away.
Let's go!
And
go.
in your running, you run up over the hill, and in your haste, in your the heavy breaths that you're taking, you blink while you're running because you just normally blink, and while you're running, you blink, and suddenly you're back in the academy. All three of you.
What?
And Avarif, you are just over this kid's shoulder. Like-
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Can I ask him where the cafeteria is? I still haven't forgotten.
He looks over at you, kind of over his shoulder, and he's like, maybe the bite to eat right now is not such a bad idea. Why don't we go do that?
Yo!
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
I think I need some food after that, whatever that was.
All right. Yeah, let's go. And he doesn't put you down, Avarif. He just carries you on his shoulder.
I don't have to
but-
walk, which means no energy, which means more food in my body. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, he carries you to the cafeteria. At which point he does put you down and he says, "All right, let's sit over here."
That would be like a weird ass sight to see if we ran into them at some point.
Yeah.
Make a perception
Imagine you guys
check.
are walking
Perception?
past them.
Both of us?
Perception, sin and sin. Yep. I was
'Cause
just
You don't
about
know,
to
you don't know
ask
what
you
we
guys.
you don't know what we look like, right?
Oh!
10,
They don't.
10 and a nat 20.
Sen, my fucking lord, Sen, you are a very perceptive mofo in general. You do see this weird scene of a kind of an older student walking around with a first year over his shoulder. It's very eye-catching because why does a fourth year have a first year over his shoulder, and why is he being flanked by another first year?
It looks fun. Can we go see what that is?
What?
That looks fun.
Why? That's a fourth year.
I know, but that looks fun. Can we
We're
go check it out?
later, but
But that looks fun.
we'll do that later. But let's figure
But
out what the
Senna!
fuck they're doing.
As you're kind of like standing there going later, Charlie kind of makes his way over to you and he's like, "Oh, you already found them. Nice, awesome, glad."
Wait, what?
That's them
That's
right over there, walking away.
That's. And I just start pulling Cinna. We're going.
Thank you, Charlie. As I'm
Got
getting
you.
dragged.
Yeah. So you guys follow after, and you kind of you're a little ways behind the three of them as they make their way into the cafeteria and sit down. Some food is brought over to you. It is still very luxurious, Avrif and Cyrus. But it's not like student council luxurious. But it is presented to you. As the fourth year that was carrying you looks at the both of you and says, so, in lieu of giving ourselves away, my name is Dane Clarissime. It is very nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Now, so I hear you have a servant. Looking directly at you, Cyrus.
Sure.
Cool.
I do.
A giant paw slams on the table.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How may we assist you?
I was wondering why a fourth year was talking to our first years.
Wait,
Am I
what?
still in the
Sorry.
air?
No, you're sitting in a chair now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you still? Is he still restrained though?
No, he's not.
Do I still got ropes on me?
Yeah. But you've been delivered food. You're sitting there at the table. So
Yay.
if you're scarfing down, you're scarfing down.
I'm scarfing down.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all just see two giant Leonins with fucking like purple hair walking up to you, just be like,
Quite literally
I-
towering and slamming on this table.
yeah.
Can I look up from my food, look at them with a happy face, say kitties, and then go back to my food?
You may. You
Okay.
may.
I want to do that.
Say that again
just-
and
I'm-
I'll have your head.
I'm just gonna turn Cinna. I'm like, as she starts saying that, I'm gonna like cover up her mouth and just turn her around. Cinna, let me handle him. He's mine now.
Maybe you should. I don't know. Think before you speak.
Oh,
So you're
That
Avref, and
That
you
was in a language
are-
you guys can't hear. You guys don't know what that language.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But still, I mean, if
Yeah, yeah.
Cyrus, said Avrif's name, he's
Yeah.
gonna turn to you and be like, "So Avrif, and you are."
Cyrus.
Very pleasure to meet you. As you know, Dane Clarissime, and you two are from Amon, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct. This
Cinna
is
and
Sent.
Sense,
This is Sent, and I
Sure.
am Cinna, one of the heirs.
of course.
Yeah, this is
Pleasure.
this is my cinnamon.
I will claw you, I swear to God.
Well, I have no business with the two of you, so if you could, goodbye.
No.
These are our first years.
Again, I'm so sorry. What?
is that wait? Was that the fourth year saying goodbye?
Yes.
To
Oh.
Cinna and Sense.
Saying goodbye to us, yeah.
Like, is it he's leaving or saying
He wants
goodbye
us
and
to
He
then-
leave.
wants us to
wants
leave.
the
That's
two
all.
of you to, yeah.
These are our first
Um,
years.
What do you mean our?
Again,
Are you serious? Would you
Yeah.
pull strings with the council?
Actually, yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh my god. Well, you're not the only one with strings. Cyrus, Avarif, I'll see you tomorrow.
whoa! You can't just leave.
Thank you for helping us find our first years. I appreciate it.
Not to be rude, but we were having a conversation here that was kind of important, and I'd kind of like to finish it, please.
Well, you can have it with your second years if he wants to, but he clearly doesn't want to. We're going to be having a lot of conversations together, and if he doesn't want to have that one, then that's on him.
Dane gets up and he brushes you off, Scent. He like fixes your clothes and like brushes off your shoulder, and you are towering over this guy. But he's still like, fixing you up, and he says, "It's not that I don't have any interest in talking to you, it's just that you're not involved in our collective secret."
Wait, so do we
Um,
know this fourth year's name?
Yeah, he introduced himself as
Oh, okay.
Dane Clarissime.
Dane.
And Scent just stretches up his other like he unslouches again and just stares daggers, the fangs kind of just protruding out a little bit. But we can be involved if you want.
Listen, I don't need any more eyes on me already. You know, perks of being a Clarissime.
I'd like to stand up and kind of try and put myself between Scent and Dane and just kind of try and push them apart a little bit. And, hey, I understand this seems a lot more rude than it really is. And trust me, it's not. It's not. I promise you, it's not. But, we met Dane and yeah, it's a secret, but we kind of need to talk about it. Didn't they say at the assembly that we wouldn't be meeting and you get your assignments until tomorrow? So could you maybe wait a day, please?
You know what? You're right. But since we already are acquainted with you guys, why don't we leave it to luck? And he pulls out his coin. Heads, we leave. Tails, we stay.
I like
Okay.
those odds.
Sure, great.
Do you mind if I roll a d4?
Go
One through
for
two
it.
is heads,
Me just
3 through
sitting
4 is
looking at
tails.
my food.
Yeah.
While he starts to do this, she looks at him and goes, "May
Oh.
Lady Luck be in your favor."
Was that heads or was that tails? I couldn't remember.
Heads, we leave. Tails, we stay. And that was
Okay.
heads.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you
Okay.
tomorrow then.
Goodbye.
And we-
Seems like
Oh,
luck is
am I?
on my side.
And we walk away.
Okay.
But then I kind of grab Cinna's sleeve and just like as soon as they like get comfortable back in the chair, I just yank her down into a table, like not even 20, 30 feet away.
Kinky.
Okay.
We are twins.
It's my sister.
We are literally twins.
Yeah, I literally just pull her into a corner and we're just there
Yeah.
listening.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check to see how well you can listen.
Sure.
God damn it.
Yeah.
It's hard in the noise of this cafeteria.
If you
So
will-
Dane sits down and he looks at you, Cyrus, and he looks over at Avarif and he goes, "Sorry about that. Kind of lose my temper sometimes with pushy people."
Hey, I get it. Trust me. I've pushed my fair amount of buttons too. Not to get too personal, but I'm kind of seen as a heretic back home. So, that's great.
I think Auntie Aurelius has talked about you a little bit.
Oh, I'm that famous?
Well, I mean, you're the son of a cardinal, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
I didn't think that, I'd,
Kind of a weird station to be in.
yeah, you're right. Just
Alright.
wasn't expecting it at all. Anyways, that's besides the point.
I completely get it. My aunt is literally the headmistress, so
Yeah, we get it. We're
Yeah.
on the same wavelength here.
same wavelength. Do you have a key?
To my room?
Maybe closer to one of these. And he pulls a necklace out of his shirt, and you see this very ornately kind of rustic-looking key. And at the head of where this key is, you can see a clock on it.
Do we at least see him pulling this key out?
Yeah, he's not being secretive about it.
I'm gonna kind of still pull on Cinna and just kind of move another like 5 feet forward so we can try and hear better.
Make another perception check.
real quick.
Yeah.
Sen, why don't you stealth and just be near them?
Fuck, you're right. I'm still dragging her with me.
Okay. Yeah, make a stealth check.
You're coming with me.
Oh my god. I'll allow it.
Still
I'll allow it.
perception, or are we gonna leave it?
No, your stealth is a 20. Avarif and Cyrus,
Oh,
make perception checks.
Okay.
Can we try and have our backs, or like have is it Dane? We're gonna have like try and have his back to us, so
Okay.
he doesn't see us.
Okay,
18.
Avrif does not notice you. Cyrus
Ooh.
notices you.
W Cyrus.
Do I see that he notices me though?
You do.
I'm just gonna wink at him, and just kind of like still creep up.
Dane
I'll-
does not notice you.
I'll awkwardly wave a little bit, and
Actually, I wonder if he does. No, he does not.
he doesn't. Can I tell Dane?
If you want to.
I would like to do that.
Okay. As they
Um,
sort of sneak up and you kind of say, you know,
Yeah.
I pull my hood over my head. I pull Cinna's hood over her head, and
Ah.
we're in the table like
Wait,
2 away.
wait.
Okay.
Hold on. I have a thing.
okay,
Okay.
I have a thing.
Oh.
you have a thing?
I have a thing.
You have
False
a thing.
identity is a
That.
cool background feature I have.
So that won't exactly help you in this instance because that's for kind of like documentation
Yeah, I just
and
wanted to check.
convincing somebody else. No worries.
Yeah. As he starts talking, I'm pulling my hood over her head, or my hood over my head, her hood over her head, and we're
Mhm.
just like 2 tables away, and like
Yeah.
tucking our tail in, trying to look like as non-Leonin as possible.
So,
But Cyrus did notice this happen.
yeah. So I'll lean into Dane and kind of, whisper enough to be like, "Hey, those second years that are ours, quote unquote, they kind of aren't leaving. So should we take this somewhere else? Not again. Like, it's just, they seem like fine enough people. It's just I don't.
Yeah,
I just need to
listen,
know.
they probably can't even see this key. And he's gonna like hold it up towards Avrif. Can you see this key? You look over, and you can see the key,
Oh, yes.
And we see it.
It's shiny.
and you both see it. Yes.
I,
Huh.
I don't. Even if you think they can't see it, there's a chance they might.
Stop.
So,
Player to DM, can I
Yes.
just have Cinna walk up now because she has seen
Yeah.
this key? Cinna's
Yes.
gonna walk up.
Oh, great.
Welcome back.
So what's with the
Oh.
key?
Hi.
What?
What's with the key?
He's gonna tuck it back into his shirt.
Sen's gonna walk up and just grab into his into the like right before he takes it out, and kind of just slightly puts his hand on Dane's hand. That one.
So yeah, so like he's tucking it back into his shirt, and you kind of like hand on him, just like
No aggression, just lightly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kindly take your hand off of me, sir.
Of course.
I'm sorry, but last I checked, and you should know, since, you're the headmistress's nephew, the only key we should have is to the dormitories, and that is not to our dorm rooms.
Well, actually, that key is. It's funny you mentioned this. That key is actually mine. It's like a little
Mhm.
lucky charm
Insight.
that I'm letting him borrow.
Yeah, deception versus insight.
God!
Roll a deception, Cyrus.
As soon as the hand's taken off, he backs up again and is just watching this whole damn thing.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Question mark.
seems.
Is my twin going to insight this?
I
I don't
can.
know. You can.
Can I also deception?
You, you can.
Oh shit!
I mean,
Just fucking average. Do it.
So
Insight
you're
me.
gonna pull.
Deception it. Deception it. Please.
yeah. You can try
Fuck.
to assist.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
No, it's not happening.
I would've
Send
laughed.
the-
I would have laughed
see
if
right
he
through it.
incited that and was like, that's not your room key. We haven't gotten that yet.
He just
Right.
yeah, he just kind of cocks an eye and just cocks an eyebrow and just looks at him as like, you haven't even been to your rooms yet.
I never said that was my room key.
You're a really bad liar.
Well, I'm not lying because that isn't my room key. So,
Where does it go then?
it's just a
Your
lucky
mom's house.
charm.
All right. Enough of these pleasantries. Cyrus, Maverif, I'll see you in the morning. Hmm.
Goodbye,
Uh,
Dane. You're cool.
Where?
I'll meet you at your room.
Okay. Cool.
You have our key.
Wonderful. Then we can all spend another lovely day together.
Okay.
Oh, great! I'm so excited. And he
I'm
just like
very excited to spend more time with you. It's gonna be
he
great.
gets up and he kind of he doesn't shove past you. He just kind of like lurches around you.
I tap him. I just kind of pat him on the shoulder. I'm like, you're really bad at lying too. I just put my hand off.
Yeah, and he kind of like brushes his shoulder off as you remove your hand, and he walks away. What are you
The
guys
slump
doing?
returns.
So, hi. Are you going to be really like taking this sort of like ownership over us, or is this
Originally,
just
we
gonna
were
be...
not going to.
Oh, perfect. So we can just leave.
Why didn't you take your key?
I told you, I lent it to him.
If it doesn't go anywhere, why are you giving him a lucky? Why are you giving a fourth year a lucky charm? Shouldn't you have it? I mean, best of luck for your first year and everything, right?
You know, sometimes I don't really believe in luck.
Wait, you never gave it to him. He was already wearing it.
It's true.
You say that, but you only saw us as we were coming in here. You didn't see us earlier when I gave it to him.
He was carrying your friend here, and you were chasing after him.
Yes.
Seemed like you guys were in a bit of a hurry. It's a bit of a hurried meetup.
We were just
Food
really
was
hungry.
important.
Yeah, Avraf was starving. He literally
I couldn't even walk anymore.
Exactly. He really, really, really tried to get to the cafeteria on his own and just struck out. He tried to scare somebody and it just didn't really work out. Don't know why he tried to scare somebody on the first day of school. You know, trying to ask a very simple question, where's the cafeteria? But he was
You
just
gotta
so
throw that shade in there.
yeah, he's just so hungry, you know? Didn't eat a whole lot before he came here and it was a lot. So he was basically almost unable to walk. And so Dane, we happen upon him. He picks him up, and that's why you saw him carry him into the cafeteria. But you
Very
know,
kind man.
very, very, very kind guy. I gave him my key because I was like, you're probably gonna need this, just because I didn't think he'd be strong enough to carry him. And lo and behold, he's carrying Avraf on his back like it's nothing.
Mhm.
But we didn't see you on the way here.
Well, you didn't see where we came from before that.
We came from the cafeteria to your dorms and back to the cafeteria.
Well, we never went to our dorms in the first place.
Did you check the dorm board?
We did.
And then you somehow got lost for 30 minutes on the way to the cafeteria.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we've never been here.
The
After I'd scared the
cafeteria
guy,
that's
I
right
kinda
next
just
to the
started
dorm
walking.
board.
Oh,
Oh. Well, fancy
Well.
that. Now I know. And now you know too, man.
big room looks like big room. You know, everyone. It's a simple mistake.
If you're gonna lie, at least do it right.
Hey, I'm not lying. I'm telling you most of the
And
truth.
and see most of the truth. That's fine. Twist your words a little bit. Learn how to lie properly. You're not learning yet.
If
You
you're
don't know
going
yet.
to lie, do it to the student council and whatever that headmaster's nephew wants from you.
Oh, wait, Cyrus, does that mean I lied to that one person?
What one person?
Oh. I'm-
Sure, buddy. Let's say that you lied when you
Oh, okay.
tried to scare
He
that guy. But we'll say that
Sent-
you lied. You weren't actually hungry.
sent pats Avarif on the back. Things just aren't going your way today, are they, buddy? And on the third pat, he just
Wait,
slams him.
We.
Yeah,
What am I, sitting
yeah.
on the
You
floor?
you lurch.
Give me the good old Heimlich.
Yeah, I mean you were joking. It's fine.
sent
You know?
pause.
Go for it.
Did you run into a student council member?
Who? Us?
Your friend just said you lied to someone after I said only lie to student council.
Oh. Well, the
Uh,
person I tried to scare might have been on the disciplinary community.
Wait, what?
But it's probably a small detail.
Did you run
You
into
have gotta be
anyone?
kidding me.
Hold on. Did you run into anyone else on the council?
Is Dane on the council?
I don't believe so.
no.
No. I'm asking like you guys. Like,
Yeah.
in,
No,
in game, in
I
game,
went
in
to
game.
look. I went to look. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was at OOC. No, he's not.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then, no, I haven't.
Yeah, no, I haven't run into anybody myself. And I'm just gonna take a very awkwardly loud sip of my drink.
Turns away.
Are these insight checks still holding? Checks?
Go ahead and make another round
Sure.
of insight versus deception.
Sure.
Let's go, baby.
And then as soon as we kind of wrap up this conversation, we'll be ending. So
15, 19, 15, 7.
okay, so Avarif and so I mean Avarif seems like he's pretty steady Eddie, but Cyrus, you can sort of see some cracks in his demeanor. He's not being fully honest with you.
We're just trying to help you, friend. That's all. Just
Hey,
I
trying to
don't know
help
who you
Cyrus.
are. Actually, wait.
Hey.
Have you even introduced yourself?
yes, they did. They did.
Oh, I already
They did
forgot their
earlier.
names.
It's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Hey, I appreciate you wanting to look out for me, but also
I don't
you don't
appreciate
know
you
me.
lying to me, especially when the son of a cardinal is doing it.
Well, again, I've known you for what? All of 10, 15 minutes?
And you can already tell that we don't like the nobles. We're just trying to get our own goals done here.
Hey, that we
Does
can
that mean
agree
you don't
with.
like yourself?
We have goals and we want to help you achieve your goals, but we need to start with a good relationship here. And right now, it's not a good one. You're bullshitting us way too much.
Hey, can you cut me some slack for
I'm
not
giving-
being open?
I'm the
people
nice
I've
one
just
here.
met?
I'm the nice one here. Just saying.
Hey, and I
I
appreciate you
am
being
the
nice.
danger. So.
God damn it!
I'm trying to be nice here too. I have my secrets, you have your own, and hey, I genuinely appreciate you wanting to help us out. Really.
Secrets and deceits are two different things, especially when you lie to me, to my face, about seeing another student council member.
Fine.
Well, I mean, technically, he didn't see them. I saw them.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, fucking.
No, there
I
was
think there's-
another one after that, and then he lied to our face.
Oh, I knew Dean was on there.
Fine. Ionis bumped into me. And that was it. She bumped into me, apologized, stopped halfway through, and that was it.
Apologizing doesn't sound like her.
Yeah, she
No,
doesn't
she-
normally. No,
she
she doesn't
didn't know
normally do
who-
that.
She didn't know who she was apologizing to until she saw my face, and then shut up immediately.
Mhm.
Well,
And
now I
that's it.
can see why the fourth year is talking to you. You've managed to piss off the right person.
Sure.
Most people
Is
in
she
this school
really
don't.
that bad to piss off?
Most people in this school don't know.
I don't even know what I did. She bumped into me. I was about to accept her
Sometimes-
apology, and then she shut up.
Sometimes just breathing in her vicinity is enough.
You're telling me?
The only
I tried
person
getting in her good graces all last year, and it just. You see what happened?
Did you give her pats on the back like you did us? That
No.
could be it.
No, I saved that for my first years, and he gives another just wham on his back.
I don't know what's worse, getting tackled by Leo or the pats.
You feel your back popping a little bit. It ain't bad.
A question, just what time is it roughly in the day?
It's getting to around, noonish lunchtime, but I mean, you yourself, Cyrus, are feeling a little lethargic. Like you could probably use some sleep.
Sure, cool. Well, hey, I know it's pretty early in the day, but I gotta go grab my stuff, and I think I'm gonna go take a nap. And Avaraf, Should probably get
Hey.
your things too.
Oh, is my food considered things?
Sure.
Yay.
I'm not as hungry as I thought I was, so I think I'll
Can I
just
have yours?
sleep it off. Sure.
Sweet, dude.
We'll walk you. Why not? We'll walk you to your dorms. You're
Sure.
still new at all, you know.
Sure. That's fine. I appreciate that actually. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay. So you walk them to the first year wing.
Yeah.
And drop them off at their dorm room.
Yeah, I toss Cyrus the other half of my protein bar. You're gonna need to eat something.
Thanks.
Of course.
I'll snack on it later.
Get some rest. You look pale as hell.
Well, I do come from a kingdom full of snow all year round, so kind of comes with the territory.
Rest well.
But
Can I whisper under my breath that I don't want snow anymore? I don't want any more snow.
You can.
Inside?
I'm right
See if
next
they-
to.
How-
I'm right next to.
How
him.
quietly are you saying that?
Like it's kind of the point where you can only hear like half of the words.
Okay, make
Like, I don't
well,
want any snow anymore.
Would that be
You know, like-
perception?
stealth
Just-
versus perception.
Just to see if they can, get a
hear
hint.
it. Yeah, try to make it stealthy. We'll see how
Try-
good
Try
your
click stealth.
Yeah.
well,
Uh,
you better.
You gotta need it.
Better get a nat 20.
Ooh, sheesh.
Fuck.
Hi.
Yep. Yes, I heard you.
Listen, they don't gotta call anything
Say hi to
out.
your perceptive guy.
Shit.
Sen heard you. However, after you say that, and Sen, you heard him say that very clearly. You feel somebody kind of push past you in the doorway, and standing in front of you now, Sent, is a smaller human. Well, I mean, everyone's a smaller human to you, but he's dressed in what looks like a butler outfit, and he goes, "Ah, there you are, Master Avarith.
It's my boy.
It's your boy. It is Gage
How
Becker."
Gage?
It's your boy.
I gauged you. Where's my stuff?
I set it up in your room here, sir. Is everything all right?
Everything's
Ah.
great. We're having a wonderful
Uh,
time.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you would please, I have to report to my master, and see you later.
Oh, bye,
And he like
Gage.
smiles at Yusina and Sent, and he will try and close the door on the both of you.
Sent's got a big grin on his face, puts a hand on Avarith's shoulder, and just winks. And let's go.
Okay. And the door closes on
We
the
have
both
work
of
to
you.
do. Let's go.
Let's go.
Gage kind of
Gage.
turns around and he looks at you and goes, "Yeah, standing in the hall and watching that was painful."
Painful as in painful because sir, I'm too obvious, screwed up, or and said something he shouldn't have, or painful in the sense that I apparently can't lie through my teeth for the life of me.
I would never insinuate my master or my master's roommate are bad at lying or terrible at speaking.
Hey, I
But
think
you're
we
saying
made
that
some
we're
new
terrible
friends
at speaking
today.
and lying, aren't you?
I have no comment.
Thanks,
Quite the
Gage.
engaging individual we have here.
Indeed.
But
Master, is there anything you need of me?
Nah, just my stuff.
All right.
Maybe
Well, it's
we-
all right over here. I put it away for you.
Yay.
Thank you,
So
And-
Gage.
glad.
Yes. If you need me, obviously ring the bell like you usually do. I'll see myself out. And
Bye.
he
Thanks,
walks out of the door, opens it, closes behind him, and that is where we are ending session number 1.
Yippee!
let's go.
That was pretty good. 3.5 hours.
Yeah.